TNA, we are wrestling.
For millions of fans across America, today is a sacred day. Amidst the echoes of timeless glory, dawn beckons, and a new season of hope arrives. The faithful adorn team colors. Their gods once more prepare for epic battles. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for some wrestling? Welcome to the Impact Zone. Welcome to some sweet smash-mouth satisfaction. Welcome to the hard-hitting, bone-crunching world of TNA. Tonight, for the first time in history, 3 world titles will be defended by one single man in 3 separate battles. Perennial All-Pro Kurt Angle, a champion with nothing to gain and everything to lose, has only one teammate he can count on. The future Hall of Famer, Sting. His many formidable foes include high-flying free safety and former X-Division champion Black Machismo Jay Lethal, former World Heavyweight champion and monster of the Midway Abyss, the king of the end zone celebrations, Ron the Truth Killings, and none other than the playmaker, the risk taker, the incomparable gridiron great, Adam Pac-Man Jones. Fasten your gym straps. Tonight there will be mid-air collisions, personal fouls, chop blocks, late hits, unnecessary roughness, illegal use of the hands, encroachment, and lots of unsportsmanlike conduct. And refs? Well, we don't need no stinking refs. America, tonight, this bud's for you. No pencil neck geeks allowed. Are you ready for some TNA? Not that TNA. TNA Wrestling. Nobody does pay-per-view like TNA.
And now, TNA Wrestling presents No Surrender.
Tonight at No Surrender, Kurt Angle, the first man to hold all 3 TNA championships at one time, becomes the first man to defend all 3 titles in one night. The X Division, the World Tag Team, and the World Heavyweight Championship belts are all on the line.
It's Kurt Angle versus Black Machismo Jay Lethal for the X Division Championship. It's the Dream Team, Kurt Angle and Sting, to defend against Team Pac-Man, Adam Pac-Man Jones, and Ron the Truth Killing. And finally, Kurt Angle defends the TNA World Championship against the Monster Abyss.
And tonight at No Surrender, we will open with Team Pac-Man in the role of the challengers, Adam Pac-Man Jones and Ron the Truth Killing against the Dream Team of Sting and Kurt Angle. Welcome everyone to No Surrender, and yes, it's the tag team titles on the line right out of the box. We break it down with the taglines on a night when Angle will attempt to overcome an obstacle that has never been faced before. This is the first of his 3 championship defenses. From the moment that Sting qualified to become Angle's championship partner, questions have arisen about their ability to coexist. In Sting's own word, he doesn't trust the Angles. Pac-Man Jones, Ron the Truth Killings, spray-painted autographs on the lifeless bodies of both Sting and Angle. Team Pac-Man brags, Sting and Angle have bonded for revenge.
Here's your opening contest live at TNA's No Surrender, and it is for the TNA World Tag Team Championship, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the challengers from Charlotte, North Carolina, Ron the Truth Killings, from Atlanta, Georgia, Pac-Man Jones. They are Team Pac-Man. But today, how appropriate on this day of football to start off with the Tag Team Championship and the great unknown in Team Pac-Man. So many questions around these 2. How will they work together? Will that inexperience in the ring on Team Pac-Man, or do
just have the right attitude and maybe capitalize on the friction between the Dream Team to get it done and win the tag team belt.
The most controversial figure in pro sports, Pac-Man Jones, excited to see his team, the Tennessee Titans, kick off the season with a victory today.
His new opponents first, from Venice Beach, California, he is one half of the TNA World Tag Team Champions. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sting!
Recently on Impact, Sting victorious in a four-way match to become the championship partner of Kurt Angle. When we broke it down in the tagline, we talked about how those questions have arisen about the ability of Sting and Angle to coexist. Remember what Sting said? I don't trust the Angle. And he said Angle, plural. I think he was referring to wife Karen just as much as he was to Kurt.
Well, it's obvious Sting's going to have to be on his guard. And you know deep down he'd love to be out here with Kurt Angle and the two of them on the same page. I mean, think about how far they could go, but he knows he's going to have eyes in the back of his head and be watching them every step of the way.
And his tag team partner from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, he is professional wrestling's only Olympic gold medalist and one half of the defending TNA World Tag Team Champions. He is
Get used to this entrance because we're going to see it on 3 different occasions tonight at No Surrender. Never before have we seen anything like this. The Triple Crown champion, Kurt Angle, to defend all 3 championship belts in one night. We open with the tag team gold on the line.
My question is, what kind of a strategy the Olympic gold medalist is going to have? I would think, and I want to hear your thoughts, if I'm Kurt Angle, I want Sting to do most of the work in this first match if I can, because he's got 2 more championship matches to go. But you know how it gets, the adrenaline gets pumping, and sometimes you find yourself stuck in the middle and you can't get the tag. So Kurt Angle's going to have to do whatever he can, I think, to reserve some strength for later on.
I think that's a great point, Don. And when you think back to Team Pac-Man's spray painting, the Pac autograph on the lifeless bodies of Sting and Angle, as we see, Pac-Man Jones deciding that he doesn't want to start off this match, and both Pac-Man and the Truth out on the apron. I have to question, while Team Pac-Man was bragging about tagging the big dogs, Sting and Angle, in my mind, those actions may have really bonded Sting and Angle because we know that they are in revenge mode.
I don't know if that was a little bait and switch right at the beginning there where Pac-Man kind of sets it off to throw the Dream Team off, or whether maybe he got a little cold feet and the plan was for him to start it off. I don't know. I couldn't quite tell by the body language of the Truth, but I do know this, the 2-time former world champion has got his hands full out there, and man, Sting looks ready.
Oh, he sure does. The deep arm drag takes Killings over. Extension of the legs with the drop kick that's on target, but check out the Truth. Nips up to his feet, immediately met by a right hand as Sting decks him.
And look at Truth going over there to tag Pac-Man, and you can see Pac-Man's waving him off. Waving him off. When here's the guy, he said he wanted to be the greatest team player in sports, and he's waving him off.
He said, when I come to TNA, I will prove that I am the greatest team sport athlete who's ever lived. You gotta tag your partner in if you want to prove that, don't you?
Oh, the crowd's letting him have it right there, as they know that Pac-Man Jones, I think this is one of those situations where, yeah, he sure has faced the odds on the football field, but there's nothing like getting stuck in that 6-sided ring, having to face your opponent one-on-one, man-to-man, and realizing the caliber of opponents in Sting in the court, Kurt Angle.
Just what I was gonna mention, Don, you're right. I think that may have an awful lot to do with it. The belly-to-belly, overhead released, and the immediate cover by Angle on the Truth leads to a near fall.
Run the Truth, Killings just needs a
Look at
break.
this! Pac-Man drops down to the arena floor.
Oh my gosh, Run the Truth, Killings right now just wants to get some sort of a breather. If Pac-Man could just go in there and hold him off, and then think the Truth knows he's going to have to do most of it out there, but he's not getting any help at all from Adam Pac-Man Jones.
Close-up look at Truth and Pac-Man shows me as we see Angle in pursuit, chasing Pac-Man around the six-sided ring, but then the Truth unleashes the offense on the Olympic gold medal.
Well, good combination right there that makes you wonder. I mean, number one, Kurt Angle, as good of an athlete you are, you're not going to catch the fastest man in the NFL. And he went roaring, he bent, and Robert Killings was waiting for him, and now he's got the momentum, Mike.
Killings in control, takes Angle up to his shoulder, running power slam, just took Angle, drove him down to the canvas, and he gets a 2 count.
This is the chance right here, and this is what Team Pac-Man's going to have to do. They're going to have to find a door to open and steal it. Get right in really quick. It's not going to, the longer this goes, it's advantage Dream Team, no matter how you look at it, Mike.
Truth with the sleeper hold, neutralizing Angle, keeping him grounded, down on the mat, flat on his back as you see at this point. And Karen Angle coming down the ramp. How many times does Sting have to tell the Angle family that he does not want Karen Angle out here at ringside and animated Karen Angle right in the face of the icon Sting?
Well, Sting knows it's going to be nothing but a distraction. He knows that all Karen Angle's, and look at this, now she's trying to get in the middle. Now she walks away wisely, which is a good move.
Double team move.
Oh, here she is again.
But wait a minute. Again, Sting drops down to the floor.
Oh, look at this now. She knows what a big night it is for her husband, but she's taking the wrong approach here, Mike.
Whoa! Oh, just slapped the face of Sting!
Wait a minute. Sting, did he just hit her? Did Sting just hit her? I swear he did.
No, he didn't hit her.
Well, she sure hit the ground.
I had the perfect view of it right here from the broadcast table. I think you're blocked by the photographers here around the ringside. Sting just motioned for her to go to the back, and she just dropped down on her own.
Well, in the meantime, Kurt Angle able to somehow be able to counter the Truth and get it back his way, but you can see now Sting, and look at her. She's holding her chin, holding her. I mean, I'll tell you what, she's a pretty good actor. And she didn't get hit.
Sting now legal as Angle goes to check on his wife out here on the Impact Zone floor. Did you see that? I read her lips. She said he hit me. She's like,
oh man, that is just not what you want, to be cohesive as a team. And you can see Sting trying to get the job finished out there in the ring, taking that anger on Karen. Here he goes. Oh, the Truth able to get the shoulder up just in time. Oh no, this is not what. And right here in front of us, you see Angle standing over his wife Karen, and he's getting hotter by the second.
Stinger splash in the corner, but you're right. I'm trying to watch the action in the ring as Pac-Man Jones is going to come in face to face with Sting. I'm also trying to keep my eye on Kurt Angle, who looks PO'd to say the least. Here comes Angle in. What? Olympic slam.
Caught him from behind. She told him what happened. And look at what Kurt Angle just did to defend his wife's honor. And that Pac-Man is going for the pin and just got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here your winners, and TNA World Tag Team Champions, Team Pac-Man.
Just think, he promised that he would become the greatest team sport athlete, and Team Pac-Man, Pac-Man Jones and Robert Truth Killings have become TNA World Tag Team Champions thanks to Karen Angle.
Unbelievable as we saw Karen Angle on the floor. Pac-Man Jones was getting the pin in the ring, able to sneak in there and get it, and unbelievable already. We knew that the Angles were going to cause it. Sting was aware of it, but I didn't think he saw that coming whatsoever.
Karen Angle sold Kurt the car. That's exactly what she did. She sold him on that story that Sting slapped her. Angle hits the ring, hits the Olympic slam on his partner Sting, who is then covered and beaten. And Kurt Angle and Sting have lost the TNA World Tag Team titles in their very first title defense.
I mean, think about this. Kurt Angle walks in here with 3. Now he only has 2. And Sting is still in disbelief that Team Pac-Man, Robert Truth Killings, and Adam Pac-Man Jones are now tag team champions. Unbelievable, Mike.
What a way to open No Surrender. Title change in our opening matchup. Team Pac-Man victorious, winning the TNA World Tag Team titles. Up next at No Surrender, the Tennessee Cowboy James Storm, the War Machine Rhino.
Last month at Hard Justice, the ridicule, the tormenting, The mind games, played by the Tennessee Cowboy James Storm, finally made their impact on the War Machine Rhino. His physical strength was outmatched by his past temptation. In the wake of his victory last month, week after week, James Storm has appeared on Impact, taking a camera crew out in search of Rhino, mocking this situation and gloating about his victory.
Yep, see all these places right here, we're gonna find Rhino in one of these. Hey, y'all seen Rhino? Big fat guy, he's passed out right here somewhere. He's been drinking too much. You ain't seen it? Appreciate it. We're getting close now. I can smell it. Yeah, that's him. I can smell Rhino. Just gotta find the sleaziest place around here, and that's where we're gonna find that wild. I can't find that. A man that size, you think he'd be easy to find?
Hey, I guess you didn't understand me. I said, does anybody know where Rhino is? If you know, you better speak up or I'll whoop everybody in this damn bar.
For weeks, Storm's rants went unanswered until last Thursday night.
If Storm wants to find me, I'll be at No Surrender, standing in the middle of the ring with a I want to kill you look on my face.
With Rhino's rebuttal, we will now find out the verdict. Has James Storm's plan worked, or has he just unleashed an angry, violent war machine?
It has been nearly a month since we have seen the War Machine Rhino after suffering a defeat last month at the hands of the Tennessee Cowboy James Storm at Hard Justice. Well, since that victory, James Storm has gone on a campaign in search of Rhino, looking in every bar and every tavern he possibly could. Well, James Storm, look no further, because the War Machine is here tonight. Rhino, a lot of questions remain unanswered. First and foremost, where have you been?
You know what? It really doesn't matter where I've been. Storm, I want to thank you. You gave me an opportunity to figure out who Terry Guerin really is. See, I realize I'm not a machine. I'm a human being, flesh and blood. Yeah, did I fall? Yeah, 5 weeks ago I fell off the wagon. Am I an alcoholic? Yeah, Terry Guerin is an alcoholic. But tonight, I got up. Tonight, I'm sober. And when I go out in that ring, I'm gonna think of what you've been saying, what you have done to me, my family, and everybody I care about. And I'm gonna take it out on you. You're gonna fall at the hands of Rhino. You're gonna fall, and you're gonna fall hard. You're gonna know what it's gonna feel like when I cut you in half with a gore! Gore! Gore!
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by the pride of Tennessee, Miss Jackie Moore. From Leesburg, Tennessee, Cowboy James Storm.
For months, we have heard the story of the War Machine Rhino. The fact that alcoholism, the disease, has been so prevalent, Don, within his family. Everyone here in TNA, with the exception of this man, the Tennessee Cowboy James Storm, and of course, the pride of Tennessee, Miss Jackie Moore, has had that certain level of compassion for Rhino. Anything within our power to try and help it. But on the other side, it's James Storm, it's Jackie Moore, doing everything within their power to mock him.
The disrespect that Cowboy James Storm has shown is just mind-boggling when you realize the guy is fighting a disease, a serious alcoholism, to just throw it in his face. Unbelievable.
And his opponent from Detroit, Michigan, the War Machine, Rhino!
Here comes the War Machine. You know that he is intent on payback. And as you can see, charging directly through the ring and meets the Tennessee Cowboy. Storm up on the entrance ramp. What an exchange this is. Big right hands by Rhino. Going to take him and drive him right back into the sixth side. Obviously, Rhino, with Ms. Jackie Moore now, the referee going to try and separate those two. Rhino pulling out all the stops because of the humiliation that Storm has put him through in recent months.
I'm going to tell you, though.
Look at Storm hiding the crowd.
He knows he's got a Rhino that is absolutely intent on breaking him in half, intent on taking out his pain, frustration. As we've got security now coming in and trying to keep control of the crowd because happy about right now?
Well, a couple of points. The opening bell has not sounded yet. And Jim Cornette, representing TNA management, made it very clear to both of us earlier today that he directed the official. He directed the referee here to show some leeway. Because of this personal animosity between these two, Cornette said, I am sick of this situation between Storm and Rhino. Let's see a winner tonight at No Surrender.
Well, everybody's behind the War Machine. Everybody has had troubles in their lives, demons that you have to fight. And this has been Rhino's, and the fact that James Storm has been so irreverent about it. I think it's one of those situations where nice counter by Storm, and that'll get things going your way in a hurry. You have to take a couple of steps like that, Mike.
Well, the War Machine, Don, just loves to play off the emotion of the crowd. Storm, look at him, oh man! Rhino caught him, and then just drove him back first right into the wall.
Oh, he did, man. I'm telling you, he was waiting for it and just used that strength, that power. He's like a locomotive and just slammed him into that wall. You can see James Storm in utter pain. Be careful what you wish for, James Storm, because you've got a War Machine on your tail right now.
Yeah, this is actually the battle before the battle. No opening bell yet. I love this leeway that the official, referee Andrew Thomas, is giving both Rhino and Storm in an attempt, as Cornette put it, to see a winner. Let's get this thing settled once and for all.
Well, Andrew Thomas now is trying to get him guided back to the ring. He feels he's let him blow off a little steam now. He's trying to get it inside it. Oh, man, the War Machine just, anything he can get his hands on, he's going to use, Mike. Anything.
Yeah, anything not nailed down. Going to take Storm now, take him around the ring and drive him face first into the apron. Oh, the Tennessee Cowboy has been rocked here by the War Machine, taking him to every part of the impact zone, Don.
Oh, look at this. He doesn't even care. Oh, and you can see right now, he's trying to get him up in Rhino. Oh, what a counter by James Storm as he's able to suplex him onto that ramp.
Desperation move by the Tennessee Cowboy, but boy, it pays off as the momentum of this matchup, which was totally in favor of Rhino, has now switched to Storm's side.
Well, he needed some kind of a break because Rhino was just, he had one speed, and that was full steam ahead. And he was using it, but sometimes when you do that, no matter how intent you are, sometimes you can burn yourself out when that adrenaline just kind of catches up to you. But look at Rhino. He's just using it to his advantage, Mike, and just countering everything. And it just goes to show you how powerful a sober War Machine is. Crowd just loves it. He feeds off of him. Rhino again, just relentless, as you can see Andrew Thomas trying to get him to get the action back into the ring. Rhino now does it, and here we finally get the bell and we get things started.
And there is, as you mentioned, the opening bell for this matchup. I think Storm and Rhino probably spent the better part of 3 or 4 minutes in this war all over the building here at the Impact Zone in Orlando, Florida. Face first into the top turnbuckle goes Storm. Rhino follows up the advantage. Well-placed boot to the midsection, and then that series of big right hands to the side of the head.
Oh, he's just going right at it. I mean, this is about revenge. This is about getting your pride back. This is about getting back on your 2 feet and letting the world know that you're going to fight this problem. And James Storm, man, he is just, got his boot up just in time. Look at the belly-to-belly as Rhino just grabs him and flings him.
Storm down. Rhino measures. I think he was going to go for the door, but then the private Tennessee Miss Jackie Moore from behind grabs the hair of Rhino, and look how quickly she just dropped down to avoid it.
I'll tell you what, that look in Rhino's eyes, though, it was just like a look like I dare you to try him, but it was enough for James Storm to be able to come in there and counter, Mike.
Both knees directed to the back of Rhino enables Storm now to take control of this match. Rhino down. Jackie Moore outside, so happy the Chief has enabled her man, James Storm, to be in the driver's seat, at least at this point.
Well, that's what she does so well. She's such a veteran and a professional. She knows how to keep herself, away from the vision of the referee, knows how to take that shot, knows that she puts herself at risk in doing so, but she can do it just long enough to give Storm that extra second that he needs to get his composure. Man, it's worked to perfection right here.
Storm unleashes the power. The mid-ring clothesline drops the War Machine, and all of a sudden, look how cocky and confident the Cowboy is. Cover, 2 count only from referee Thomas.
Well, a little nonchalant right there. I think he realized he didn't quite have enough to put Rhino down, but I tell you what, with the mental state of Rhino right now, you have got to take advantage of the situation. You can't hesitate for a minute, because I'm going to tell you something. As you see Jackie Moore cheering from on, the War Machine's got one thing in mind, and that's breaking this guy in half. Nice knee in the face right there by James Storm.
You're right, perfectly placed. Caught the oncoming, the charging Rhino, and dropped him on his back. Storm to the corner, and of course, you know he's going to play to the crowd.
Oh, you know, as Rhino has that chemistry with the crowd in such a positive sense, James Storm feeds off that crowd in the negative. Those boos to him are cheers, you know what I mean? He loves it. He loves getting under their skin just like he loves getting under Rhino.
Boot to the head, couple of right hands as well. Rhino back up to his feet, and the snapmare takes him over immediately, and then Storm again going to try and get right in the face of Rhino at this point. Referee Thomas going to try and break it. I guess it could be a chokehold at this point, trying to get a good look.
You can see Andrew Thomas, he's looking intently, and Rhino, he's got that look of determination, but he's also losing his air. You can see it, you can see pain now setting in, but Storm just lets go of it, then just nails him in the back and knocks the air out even more.
A referee making sure that that wasn't a chokehold, but it was awfully close. You're right, wearing Rhino down and taking away his air, taking away that oxygen supply, and keeping him grounded.
Well, that's what happens. I mentioned it earlier. When you come out so full of adrenaline and you have just one thing in mind, and that's going full steam, it's hard to do. And Storm, by being able to somehow outlast him, was able to get Rhino to tire down a little bit, and that goes in Storm's favor. As you can see Rhino fighting back with everything he's got.
Series of shots, then off the ropes. Rhino connects, extends the arm with the clothesline. The back elbow takes down Storm again. He charges in, and he's power slammed down.
2. Just got it up there. Just got the shoulder. Rhino though is amazing. Even when it looks like James Storm's getting control of the match, Rhino's able to dig down and just find that angle that fuels him and drives him. But wow, they're going to straight the Storm right there. He just turned him around. Oh, so close to the pin.
Oh, you're right. You don't often see the near 300-pounder, 280-plus War Machine Rhino taken down and overpowered like Storm just did. But also keep in mind, this relentless offense from Storm has certainly weakened Rhino, at least to this point. Let's see if now Rhino can dig down deep and mount that comeback. That could be step 1.
Nice.
Cutting in the corner, belly to belly, drops him down in mid-ring.
Oh, it was a great shoulder block and knocked the air out of Storm, and then just using. Now look at it. He's setting up. He wants to just split him right here with this Gore. And look at this. He hits him. Gore! 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 Ready for this? 1, 2, 3. What? What?
Only 2. You say what? What? And the look on the face of the War Machine mirrors your exact comment.
I don't know what happened. Maybe he didn't hit it completely full on. It is very rare in this world that anybody gets a shoulder up from the Gore. And you can see Rhino. I think that may be one of those things where he's flipping, he's grabbing a chair now.
I hate to do it, but maybe we have to give Storm some credit, too, for digging down deep and being able to power out after the Gore, the move that has taken out and defeated so many competitors through the years.
And look at the body language of Andrew Thomas. He does not want to disqualify Rhino here.
Could this be the Rhino driver?
Oh, but Rhino, I think, now just wants to hurt him. And you can see Andrew Thomas, he's debating on what to do. He's trying to get him to stop. Oh, man, if he drives that head into those chairs, holy cow, he can kill him.
Storm tries to fight him off. Couple of shots to the ribcage. Now, he's biting the nose of Rhino. Big right hand from Storm. That one momentarily rocks Rhino, and now the Cowboy goes back up top.
I'll tell you what, you got to give him. Oh, man! And he brought the head of Rhino. Here it is. He's got it. Oh, my gosh, Rhino. A driven man by that shoulder hop.
Maybe equally as impressive right there as kicking out of the Gore.
You're right, because he came off of those ropes and hit those chairs hard.
I thought he was driver, and I think that's what Rhino had in his mind. Smart move by Storm, however. Perfect counter, and you're right, took him down. And think of all the neck problems, Don, that Rhino has had. Think of all the concussions.
Oh, yes.
Smart move on the part of Storm to try and weaken the head.
Well, it's one of those things where I think Rhino had a moment of hesitation. I don't know what was going through his mind. James Storm sensed it. And when James Storm got up to the ropes and got the positioning, he was able to bring Rhino down. Look at Rhino. He may have gotten the shoulder up, but he sure hasn't gotten his body up. He's still laying on that mat.
Storm brings the table into play. Gonna position it as Rhino gets back up to a knee. He's immediately met by a Storm overhand right and then another series of shots, but he missed the third one. Look at this. Rhino's got him up on his shoulders. Fall away slam.
Oh, that's just what Rhino needed. He's going to go for a quick pin. James Storm able to get that left shoulder up, and he's been amazing with some of the shots he's taken from the War Machine. And you can see both these guys now wearing down. Look at him look at that table, though, Mike. He's eyeing that table.
Looks like he has a different plan than the Cowboy. Gonna stack it up in the corner. Table set into place. You can see the pride of Tennessee, Ms. Jackie Moore, communicating from outside with Storm. Jawbreaker by Storm stops the momentum of the War Machine.
He's so good at playing possum. He's so good at playing hurt. Where people, oh, what an elbow. What an elbow by Rhino, just with full force. Just rocked Storm, but look at Storm rocking with the right.
Rhino's up in no man's land here, Don. Perched up on top. Storm gonna try and follow up, and one would think that he's going to try and suplex or superplex the War Machine back in, and that's exactly what he does.
Man, James Storm showing a wide array of different moves and not afraid to try them on Rhino, and I mean, that's impressive. I don't care how you look at it. You can hate him for being such a way, man. Did he have it? No!
I think the impact of that superplex affected both men. Certainly it did Rhino. I think it did Storm as well, and he took that momentary lapse before going for the pin, and that cost him.
I was going to say he may be a cocky SOB, but by gosh, he's got no quit in him, and Rhino, I think, has to respect a little bit of that. Goes for the super kick, but he misses. Oh! Gore! Gore! Gore right through the table! He's not getting up from this!
Pin! 2!
Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the War Machine, Rhino!
That's the way that you gain payback. That's the way that you gain revenge for the months of humiliation.
Able to finally hit that Gore the way he wanted, just right into the table, and Rhino has got to feel some sort of redemption. And look at this, he goes underneath the ring and grabs that kick. Remember the last time, I hope he's not going to celebrate here with a drink, Mike. That would be the wrong thing. And look at him looking over the body of James Storm. Oh, wait a minute, he's getting ready to stick. Oh,
Where
my
the
God.
heck? What?
Putting it under, right where the sun don't shine, and now look at Jackie coming over to come to the aid of James Storm.
Grabbing Rhino by the hair. What is she thinking here?
Oh, I don't know. You gotta wonder what on earth she could possibly be thinking as Rhino just grabs her and slings her into the middle of the ring.
Tosses her in. Uh-oh. Rhino sets up. Jackie, you'd be better off staying down.
Oh,
she's
up.
up.
Oh, my
she's
God.
down.
He just scored her. Just scored her. Oh, my gosh, as the crowd goes crazy.
Redemption. Vengeance is yours. The War Machine gains it tonight at No Surrender. What an impressive victory that certainly was. Let's take a look at what went down, Don, earlier tonight in our opening matchup. And yes, it was a shocking turn of events. Ron the Truth Killings and NFL great Adam Pac-Man Jones became TNA World Tag Team Champions.
Well, you can see where the blood is thicker than water, and Pac-Man Jones able to take advantage of the situation. And Kurt Angle bought into everything that Karen told him about Sting slapping her, and it just got him so upset that he goes in there and takes Sting out. And what does that do? It means we've got new tag team champions.
From the moment that Pac-Man arrived in TNA, he promised that he would be the greatest team sport athlete who ever lived. He's now one half of the TNA World Tag Team champions, Team Pac-Man, victorious. On that note, at No Surrender, we send it to the back, and our broadcast colleague, Jeremy Borash.
You call that a tag team partner? He slapped my wife.
Oh.
I don't believe this. I lost the tag team titles because Sting slapped my wife.
Listen, I don't want to stir anything, but I didn't see anything happen as far as smacks going except your wife smacking Sting.
Karen, did he slap you?
Yeah, he slapped me. I didn't hit him. He slapped me. On my face.
Get focused. You got 2 more matches tonight. Get focused.
Don't worry. What was that, Kurt? What was that? You slapped my wife. No, I didn't. You slapped my wife. No, I didn't, Kurt.
Come on,
I didn't touch her.
You don't need this. Come on. We don't need this.
Kevin,
Sting,
Man.
Listen to me. Stop this, Sting. You can't do anything else here tonight but get in trouble. Go to the hotel, take a shower, calm down. Let's talk about this tomorrow. Let go of his neck. Let go of his neck.
This ain't over. It's not over, Kurt.
Mrs. Angle, grab your purse. You're going too.
I'm not going. No, I am not going anywhere. No.
My wife isn't going anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere.
She didn't do anything wrong.
Wait. You got a choice. Either you go now alone or both of you go together and leave the rest of your belts.
Wow. That's all I can say. Mike Tenay, Don West back at ringside tonight at No Surrender. And you know what? I think that's a great move by Jim Cornette, TNA management. Not only let cooler heads prevail. Sting sent back to the hotel. Karen Angle as well. But think ahead, Don, to our situation. The 2 championship matches yet to come here tonight. Kurt Angle to defend, yes, the X Division and the World Heavyweight title.
I mean, if Kurt Angle thinks about this is good for him. He does not need any distraction. He does not need to be worried about Sting coming in, and he surely doesn't need to be worrying about Karen when he's got 2 more belts to defend.
No question about that. Later this evening, ladies and gentlemen, I will have that huge announcement regarding the future of TNA Wrestling and Impact. Up next, Robert Roode and Kaz. The level of confidence in Kaz has really risen since he's left Serotonin and Raven. And he's got Robert Roode on the defensive, and you know that Robert Roode isn't going to be happy with another check mark in the L column for long.
And every time he gets that check mark, he pinpoints Miss Brooks and lays the blame, and look at him doing it. Oh, he's just relentless right here. In her face.
And Kaz shoves Robert Roode, pushes him aside. I think Kaz is going to stand up for Ms. Brooks. Can you believe that?
Oh, look at Mr. Casanova right there, and look at the anger on Robert Roode's face.
And check out the look on Ms. Brooks' face.
Oh, she loves getting treated like a woman.
We see, yes, Robert Roode and Ms. Brooks make their way down to ringside, and boy, Ms. Brooks does not look pleased.
Well, we could tell that she was having some feelings for Kaz. Robert Roode cannot believe that she would actually go in there to see how Kaz is doing. And then look at Roode just putting the boots to Kaz, kicking him outside of the ring. Oh my gosh, his jealousy is just overwhelming him. Look at the green-eyed monster.
Robert Roode with Ms. Brooks goes one-on-one with Kaz next.
Ladies and gentlemen, TNA's No Surrender continues with the following one-fall contest. Introducing first, accompanied by his chief executive offender, Ms. Brooks, from Wall Street in Manhattan, New York, Robert Roode.
While we certainly anticipate a very competitive matchup between Robert Roode and Kaz, to me, almost equally as interesting is watching the body language, watching the reaction of one Ms. Brooks, the CEO, Chief Executive Offender of Roode Incorporated.
Well, I mean, she's now experienced the other side. She's had somebody put her on a pedestal like Kaz did. She's also seen other people react to the way that Robert Roode treats her, and let's face it, it's disgusting the way that he just has that superior attitude and how he just treats her like an afterthought, and I think she realizes the grass is greener on the other side.
How many months have we watched on as Robert Roode has just verbally berated Ms. Brooks? Zero respect that he's shown to her as of late.
And his opponent from Anaheim, California, Kaz.
Mike, I know we've got 3 title matches tonight. I know we've got Christian Cage against Samoa Joe and a 10-man gauntlet, a tag team gauntlet, but I've got to tell you, I have been looking forward to seeing Kaz in the ring. When you think back to the former X Division champion and the things that he can do, this is a chance. This is what he's been waiting for when he broke out of serotonin. His chance to prove the world, to remind them how good he is in the ring.
Almost as if it's a career rebirth for Kaz. Cutting all ties with Raven in that sick bunch called serotonin. Now enabling his own career on to take off without having somebody like Raven control you 24/7.
You know, two different motives, two different things that are driving these guys on in this match. With Kaz, it's like you said, it's his chance, it's a rebirth, it's his chance to show everybody how talented he really is. And with Robert Roode, it's a chance to get revenge on somebody that basically made him look bad. And when someone makes Robert Roode look bad, doesn't make him happy.
No, never a good thing. Unleashes the offense. First with the boot to the midsection, then that big clubbing blow to the back. Grabs the side headlock here on Kaz. Robert Roode in control, and that's going to be an interesting story to watch. We'll watch that play out. The reactions of Ms. Brooks at ringside.
Well, you got to wonder if she's going to be helping Robert Roode when he wants it. Nice move right there by Kaz with the feet setting him up, and now these beautiful arm drags, as you can see. He's got control of Robert Roode, and look at the look on her face.
I saw that.
It's a little smile as she sees Kaz get the best of Robert Roode.
It's just a little smile, but it's the first time that we've seen her smile, Don, since she came out the entrance ramp with Roode.
I'll tell you what, though, when you watch the antics of one Karen Angle earlier tonight, and you know what Miss Brooks has done in the past, it's hard to fall into that trap of just, you know, trusting her right now. I still want to keep my eye on her because can't trust the women here in TNA, that's for sure.
Don, I know you've always been a big supporter, a big fan of Kaz. You mentioned the former X Division champion. Really, his is a story about devotion, about dedication to professional wrestling. I mean, think back. Oh, man. Big boot that time by Roode, but he missed the elbow. When Kaz started, when he broke into professional wrestling, he got in his car in Yucca Valley, California, in the desert in Southern California. He drove 3,000 miles to Boston, Massachusetts to be trained by the legendary Killer Kowalski. That's dedication. That's devotion. Kaz loves this business.
He really does, and he's just so exciting to watch. It's one of those guys where you realize you're looking at a future star. Somebody that has already been in the top. He's been in the top here at TNA. And then had to make that journey again. You talked about the journey he made from the West Coast to the East Coast. Think about the journey he's made in TNA. From being the X Division champion to being one of Raven's lackeys to now being independent again and having a chance to show the world what he's all about.
Check this out. Attempt at that payoff suplex. Well scouted. Blocked by Kaz, and now both men crash down to the arena floor after tumbling over the top rope.
Well, you got to give Robert Roode credit there. He never let go. He realized that Kaz was stealing. Look at this. Miss Brooks is like she wants to check on Kaz.
It's like indecision here. Who do you check on at this point?
She's making sure that Robert Roode's not looking. You can see that.
Just put up her hands right there like she can't decide, like she can't choose.
And you can see that body language tells it all. She wanted to make sure Kaz was all right. Oh, man, but Robert Roode just don't deny his strength. He's somebody that, when he was a member of Team Canada, he was the force and the power of that. And he'll use that strength to his advantage every chance he gets.
Nice reversal here by Kaz, just as Roode was going to send him into the apron. Kaz drove him face first. Now he's going to try to put him into the steel. Oh, instead, Roode just took it. He has no concern whatsoever for Ms. Brooks. That's just proven to me with what we just saw right there from Robert Roode. He knew damn well that when he made contact with Kaz that they're going to crash right into Ms. Brooks.
I mean, think about that. I mean, just a crappy thing to do. I mean, there it was. She was there and blocked Kaz. He saw it as an opportunity. That's what Robert Roode did. He realized Kaz was frozen, and he just slammed her right into his own Miss Brooks. And since then, Kaz right now is just discombobulated, and Robert Roode has full control. It's all about Robert Roode and nobody else.
Who could care less? In Robert Roode's mind, that was just Ms. Brooks taking one for the team. An effort to turn this matchup around. Now, off the suplex, here's the pin. Back suplex leads to a near fall 2 count for Robert Roode on Kaz.
Well, obviously, he rules by fear because there's no way that Ms. Brooks would play with him. But she's afraid of him. And I mean, you can see if he's so ruthless, he's willing to put her in harm's way.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think, he's going to be wondering what he'd do to her if she left him.
Kaz draped over the ropes. You can see that Ms. Brooks looks on with concern as Rude, no surprise, no shock, continues to verbally berate him. Kaz comeback. Chops, right hand. Gonna try and shoot him off. There's the reverse. Rude connects with that back elbow that was right on the money.
I'm going to tell you, man, he just went right into that elbow. He was coming across. Kaz looked like he had momentum, but Robert Roode is one of those that he knows where he's at in the ring at all times, and he was perfectly placed, and they made sure the distance was cut short, and Kaz never had a chance to realize where he was at until it was too late.
After the corner turnbuckle shot, he turns Kaz around. Knife edges, a pair of them. Oh, with authority directed to the chest. Right hand to the side of the head, drops Kaz down to the corner turnbuckle. You see that look?
He just, oh my God. That's the strength of Robert Roode I was talking about. 1, 2. Oh, Kaz able to get his shoulder up in time, but that you saw the force that he used when he threw him into that turnbuckle. I mean, you could just feel it all the way here through the impact zone.
Oh, just drilled him chest first into the corner. Again, it's Roode in control. Kaz, the crowd, firmly in support behind him as he tries to mount a comeback. Every time I look at Ms. Brooks, she's holding onto her wrist on after that horrible spill out here on the concrete.
Well, you just wonder when she's going to finally just see the light and just make the move. As Kazarian trying to fight back. He knows how important this match is, but Robert Roode right now, just he gives him a little bit, gives Kaz a little confidence, and then Kaz bites into it, and then he has to face the wrath of Robert Roode as Robert Roode doing whatever he wants right now.
And that clothesline just as impactful as the move into the corner. The slam, follow leg drop. Pin attempt, far leg hook, 2 count only.
Robert Roode trying to finish him off, and he's doing it in a way where he knows he's embarrassing him in front of Miss Brooks, and I think that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to make Kaz look as weak and as bad as he can in front of Miss Brooks.
It's almost at this point as if it's a methodical beating by Robert Roode, loving every second of the control, the advantage that he has in this match. Plays to the crowd, and he's going to snap the neck. It's exactly what he's going to try to do. Kaz 1, Kaz 2, 2 count only. You see that?
Kaz had scouted that.
Look at it.
He's got it.
Cradle, 2 count again.
So close. Now Kaz is using his head, thinking about what Robert Roode would do, and he's there to counter it. Oh, nice. He lets Robert Roode grab the foot, and he just uses it to his advantage and nails him in the side of the head.
The enziguri from Kaz brings a smile to the face of Ms. Brooks, but that high-angle spine buster, oh, man, delivered by Roode.
2. Kaz just
another 2 count.
I mean, that was so close. When Robert Roode hits that spine buster, the force that he uses, I mean, you know he completely takes the air out of you. He completely shocks you.
Whoa, what's he doing here?
Oh, it looks like he's got brass knuckles. He just pulled out brass knuckles.
It's either brass knuckles or a chain that he's got wrapped around his hand. He took it out of his knee pad.
You're right, it is a big chain that he's using as brass knuckles.
Kaz to the feet with the boot. Did you see that?
I kicked him right out of there, didn't he?
That's exactly what happened.
And now,
he kicked him right out of his hand.
He's telling Miss Brooks to get him.
Oh, shit. Roll up. Kaz, pin in. 2. No. Roode powers out.
You can see Miss Brooks now has him in her hand. Oh, look at this. He got it.
Drop. Pin. No, 2 count only.
While Robert Roode's worried about getting the chain back, Kaz is taking advantage of it in the ring light.
Float over. Kaz lands on his feet. Roode, smart move to drop down here, and Kaz, oh man.
He went face
first. Did you see how he went right into those ropes?
Oh, face first. I mean, it was like a whiplash.
Now, Kaz gonna mount that top rope. Again, we gotta keep our eye on Ms. Brooks. There's the missile drop kick by Kaz.
Boy, beautiful shot, too, as he got himself high into the air. That's that high athleticism. As you still gotta realize Ms. Brooks has that chain in her hand. But right now, Kaz, if he can get up, I think he's got a great shot here at putting away Robert Roode.
Both men down. Kaz quickly rolls over. Pin, no. Again, 2.
Both these guys have been so close. They're just going on instinct. They get those shoulders up, and it amazes you how they can do that. And look at Kaz going for it, but Robert Roode able to stop him. But Kaz gets on the ring apron somehow. That's that athleticism.
Oh, wow. Good shot that time by Roode. What's this? Ms. Brooks takes the steel chain and She dropped it down on the arena floor, Don, and I think she kicked it underneath the ring.
She did, and I think she knows. Look at this. Robert Roode wants it right now.
He says, pass in the chain.
He doesn't realize she kicked it under. He's looking for it now. Cannot believe she doesn't. Oh, what a move by Miss Brooks. She wanted to make sure he didn't use it. Robert Roode looking everywhere for him.
I think that Miss Brooks wants to see this match between Robert Roode and Kaz decided like it should be.
Oh, yeah.
Without the use of a foreign object.
She's looking for that hero, and Kaz is it right now. She needs somebody. And look at Kaz, here he comes. Oh, I can't believe Robert Roode used her as a shield.
Yeah, but Kaz put on the brakes, and then he's able to make contact. Caught Roode with the boot. Look out, Kaz gonna fly. Here he comes.
Wow, unbelievable right over the top. He hits it perfectly. He hits it perfectly. And look how fired up Kaz is.
The flip dive by Kaz brings an ear-to-ear smile from Ms. Brooks.
Wow, was that incredible. I mean, that agility and the timing. It was high risk, but high reward.
I think Ms. Brooks likes being the center of attention. That's what I think.
No, absolutely. Who wouldn't? Oh, that was kind of a that's for you. And I'll tell you what, she better hope Kaz comes through with a victory, or it's going to be a long night with her, Robert Roode.
Hell to pay, would you say?
Yes, and look at it. What is this? Robert Roode begging for mercy?
Begs off, back up to his feet. Kaz unleashes the right. As Roode goes to try and counter with another right, Kaz blocks it. Quickly shot off into the ropes is Kaz. Clothesline, swing and a miss. Kaz back, jumping elbow after springing off the middle rope.
And you know what I like about that? Nothing too fancy. It's all about covering the distance the quickest way. He does, and then he gets him again with the clothesline, and Robert Roode trying to get to his feet. Kaz in total control.
Follow move to the clothesline was going to be the Irish whip. Instead, shot off into the corner is Kaz, who avoids the contact. Quickly slides out. Kick to the midsection. Slingshot DDT on target.
Man, he just caught that head and just ground it into the mat. And now you can see what it's done. Oh, Robert Roode. Oh, did he get the shoulder up, Mike?
Almost as if on fumes at that time, I think. Robert Roode, the natural reaction to get the shoulder up. I thought the DDT was going to get Kaz the victory.
Look at Kaz, though. Oh, wait a minute. He's a little nonchalant. But look at how he lands on his feet.
Might have been going for the wave there. Potential move by Kaz, block. Oh, my God.
Wow. And look at that smile. That's it.
Cover.
That's it. Two. Whoa.
I don't believe it.
Unreal.
That's the word that describes it.
I mean, it's a grudging respect, but I got to give it to Robert Roode there. How he's able to get the shoulder off right there is beyond me.
We again watch Ms. Brooks, who seems to almost be cheerleading for Kaz. She gets to that point where she wants to really express herself and then realizes she's got Robert Roode to deal with.
Well, looking up high here, could Kaz be going for that flux capacitor?
I think so.
Oh, man, no, he knows if he hits it, it's all over. As he's got him up behind him, look at the elbows to the back of the head. And I mean, they're wicked elbows, Mike.
That's exactly what it was. Flux capacitor attempt, blocked. Oh, the expressions on the face of Ms. Brooks as these two men exchange those chops, and wow, that is a face plant.
He's got it right here.
Here we go.
1, 2, unreal. What else can you say about this guy? Kaz has just got to be overwhelmed. He can't believe it.
Frustration, obvious. Judging by the reaction of Kaz. Gonna go high risk once again. Kaz heads to the top. Here he comes.
Keep that camera right on the exit, and there he goes. Oh, man, he went for the leg drop. But look at Roode.
Here comes the payoff.
Oh, he hits the payoff.
Pin.
2, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner is Robert Roode.
Well, you got to give it to Kaz. That was one hell of an effort. Robert Roode gains the W. How many times did he have Roode beat? Just that split second away from the 3 count. He goes high risk off the top with 0 reward, as you like to say.
Well, you've got to give it to Robert Roode. I mean, how many times was he done? How many times was he finished? And that guy, I'm telling you, what an intestinal fortitude. And now he's demanding Miss Brooks come with him, and she wants to make sure Kaz is all right. But look at this. Oh, there you see Robert Roode has her hold the arm up.
Yeah, but look how quickly she bumped that arm away. I'd like to look, Don, at the action from this matchup. We still have plenty of action here just watching those two. Check this out. What a great flip dive this was by Cass.
I mean, he hit it so perfectly. It was one of those things where it was magic in that right there.
Wow.
I mean, how Robert Roode was able to get the shoulder up from that, beyond me.
Oh, I thought he had the win. He went high risk off the top. You see the elevation on that leg drop? Caught nothing but canvas on the way down, and there's the payoff.
The payoff paid off if he got the pin and the 1, 2, 3.
Bottom line at No Surrender, it's Robert Roode victorious. What a great competitive matchup that was against Kaz. To the back, Crystal standing by with Black Machismo, Jay Lethal.
Yeah, doing it again.
Black Machismo.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying that you're
No
the
surrender.
underdog tonight.
No surrender, yeah.
They're
No
saying
surrender.
that this is a long shot. But you can make history tonight. You can make history.
History,
If
yeah.
you can take this title from Kurt Angle and become the X Division champion.
Let me tell you, history be made one more time, yeah. Going against the Dragon, taking him out, bam, one more time, last chance.
Wait. The Dragon. We're not talking about Ricky Steamboat. We're talking about Kurt Angle.
That's what I said, yeah. The golden medalist, yeah, Black Machismo X Division title shot. Coming home one more time, yeah. And when I do, yeah, it's party time, yeah, party time. Yeah, I can see it now. Liz, yeah, the Snake Roberts, Damian, Animal Steel, the real hairy back.
No, Mike.
Hey!
Isn't going to be there. Listen, first off, good luck, but it really doesn't matter because, listen, I made you, I can break you. You need to take a dive tonight, okay? Take a dive.
Hey, yeah, the dive, yeah. I mean, climbing the cage barefoot off the top, yeah, moving people impact zone off the top of the cage with the big dive, yeah, I got it.
I'm not talking about snuck a dive, all right? I'm talking about, listen, Kurt doesn't have time for this. He's got a title match with Abyss. He doesn't have time for you. You take a dive. Lay down, you goof. Lay down.
Snap into it. Oh, yeah, I did it.
Intimidation tactics by Dr. Nash backstage. X Division title on the line next at No Surrender. Black Machismo to challenge Kurt Angle. Yes, it is up next here at No Surrender. The X Division Championship at stake. Black Machismo in the role of the challenger. Here are the X Factors. Earlier tonight, we saw the Angle family show their true colors in the tag title loss for the Olympic gold medalist. It's one title match down, 2 to go. Christopher Daniels thought he had qualified as the #1 contender, but Jay Lethal parlayed a victory over the Fallen Angel into the role of the top challenger. Pick your poison in the title match. Is it Lethal's youth, his high-risk offense, or do you prefer the veteran Angle, who not only possesses the experience, but also the vastly superior ground game?
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is for the TNA X Division Championship. It is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, he is the defending TNA X Division Champion. He is
Well, you see the Olympic gold medalist coming down the ramp as he's going to defend the second of his world championships. Now, this one to me is interesting as he saw Kevin Nash tell Jay Lethal to take a dive, but I don't believe Jay Lethal would do that for a minute. But one thing you've got to ask yourself in this, is Kurt Angle going to be looking too far ahead? He better not with the youth of Jay Lethal.
And the challenger is from Elizabeth, New Jersey, Black Machismo, Jay Lethal.
He's been there before. Black Machismo, Jay Lethal has been X Division champion. But Don, he's never had to face anyone of the quality of the athlete of the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle. And with Kurt Angle already having one loss tonight at No Surrender, then realizing that, yes, the X Division Championship is on the line here, not exactly sure that I'd like to be in the boots of Black Machismo.
Well, you talk about the consummate underdog. I mean, let's face it. You throw in the experience, you throw in just the quality of the talent that Kurt Angle has. you look at Jay Lethal as, does he even have a chance? But one thing about Jay Lethal, he's just almost crazy enough, he's just almost kooky enough to where he's not intimidated mentally because you don't sense it. A lot of times you can see it in somebody's body language on whether or not they're intimidated. You can see it in their body language. But with Jay Lethal, you don't see fear. You just see a young kid having fun. And, you know, you mentioned that he was X Division champion once. Well, let's face it, he held that title for about 4 days. He wants to get that back and experience what it really is to be the X Division champion.
He wants to prove that it wasn't a fluke, but at the same time, remember that he lost that X Division championship belt without being pinned and without submitting.
Good point. I mean, he really hasn't been beaten as X Division champion one-on-one. But you got to look at what Kurt Angle's got to do right here. First off, he doesn't have the distractions of Sting and Karen Angle. They've been sent out of the building. What Kurt Angle needs to do to be as ready as he can be for the Monster Abyss is he needs to dispose of Jay Lethal quickly. He needs to pin Black Machismo right off the bat, not let this thing draw out, because let's face it, even if he beats him, if this thing draws out, all it's going to do is tire him out for later on tonight when he has to face Abyss.
Nice shoulder block that time by Machismo. Takes Angle down, but wow. Did you see that?
Man, that was
up in
scary
the
how
lights.
easy that looked.
Up in the lights with that high Beal-like hip toss takeover that time by Kurt Angle. And
welcome to the big leagues, Jay.
Did you see the close-up look when we focused that camera in on Angle's face? It was almost as if that level of confidence just rose with that one move.
Well, he needs to take out the frustrations that he had earlier, that when Karen got him so pissed off and he went after Sting, he needs to take him out on Jay Lethal. But you can just see that confidence. And I think when you saw Jay Lethal hit the mat like he did, for the first time, I think I saw a hint of fear in his face.
This is what we would expect from Kurt Angle against Jay Lethal. Angle trying to out-wrestle it. Side headlock, grabs it, and just takes Lethal down and shows him who's the boss.
Well, if it comes down to mat wrestling, Kurt Angle's going to destroy Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal, what he's got to do, you asked how he can win this matchup, he's got to use that speed.
Like that.
That's absolutely right. He's got to, zig when Kurt thinks he's zagging. He's got to be where Kurt's not looking for him. He's just got to be relentless and use that speed.
He's got to stay one step ahead of him, as we're seeing here. First, it was the cartwheel into the dropkick. Then off the top, double sledge, pin, nope.
But you could just see a little bit in Kurt Angle's face. It's kind of like he realizes that, you know what, Black Machismo, he feels like he can win this thing. He's taking it serious. And Kurt Angle better himself.
The reversal. Lethal shot off into the corner. Machismo gets the boot up as Angle charges in, but then Angle doubles him over with a boot of his own. Up. Look out. Oh man.
Just manhandles him right there. Just manhandles him. How quick was that kick to the gut? Just that quick.
Rapid fire.
Rapid.
And then instead of power bombing him down to the canvas, he takes him and overpowers him by driving him back and head first into the corner turnbuckles.
Well, that also gives Black Machismo a realization of just how strong the Olympic gold medalist is. What a backbreaker. And then he just tried to get a quick pin. Jay Lethal gets his shoulder up now, but you wonder, the longer this goes, Jay Lethal will be able to get that shoulder up the next time.
Lethal to his feet. That may not be a good move either. That European uppercut, that shot that's so deadly, followed by the well-placed boot, the kick to the back, and then the spot to the chest.
I mean, Jay Lethal's so easy to root for. I mean, you love the Black Machismo. You realize here's a guy who's having fun at work. Here's a guy who loves what he does, and it's so easy to get behind him. But when you see the two of them in the ring, you just realize that, let's face it, one's miles ahead right now.
Off the suplex, another Angle cover, and you saw that he got the 2 count, and then immediately went right back to the pin. That's showing the experience, that's showing the true veteran that Kurt Angle is. It's like when we broke it down for you in the X Factor. What we expected. Angle's experience or Lethal's X Division high-risk tactics. That's what he's going to have to rely on. Check out this body scissors from Angle.
Well, you got to like what Kurt Angle's doing. I mean, he's wearing Jay Lethal out.
Yep.
He knows he's got to do that. He doesn't want to be chasing him all over the ring, because all that's going to do is tire him out. He's going to just wrestle him Olympic style, Mike, and just do whatever he can to just frustrate Jay Lethal.
Textbook offense by Angle. You know, we talked about this earlier, Don, and I think we should mention it again. I think Angle, probably in his mind, realizes that he needs to finish off Lethal as quickly as he can in anticipation of match number 3. The tilt-a-whirl backbreaker and 2 count again.
Another beautiful backbreaker right there, but you're right. I mean, there's no advantage for this match going long. There's no advantage for Kurt Angle at all. I mean, the longer it goes, the more frustrated he's going to get. And then when it comes time to take on Abyss later on in the night, he's going to be wore out.
Man, big mid-ring slam. Angle just winds him up and powers him down. And if you're just watching Angle in this match, I don't sense in the least that he's looking past Jay Lethal here in anticipation of the World's Heavyweight Championship match with Abyss yet to come tonight at No Surrender. I don't sense that.
No, he can't. I mean,
look at him.
No,
look at
he's
his
taking
eyes.
it serious.
Look at how intent he is.
I believe he came into this match thinking it was going to be quick and fast and easy, but there's no way he's looking back. I mean, like I said, he's looking at the whole big picture. It's not just a matter of beating Jay Lethal, it's a matter of how long it's going to take him to beat Jay Lethal.
Another one of those European uppercuts followed by a backdrop slam right in the back of his neck and head, and again a 2 count, and now we're starting to see that frustration set in here, as it's almost as if Angle can't believe it. What else do I have to do?
Look at him pull back on the neck, though, of Jay Lethal on that chin, just grinding it back, and you can hear Jay Lethal screaming in pain. As you got to admit, Kurt Angle's putting on a clinic, but you got to give this kid credit. He's just got so much resiliency.
We are live at No Surrender in Orlando, Florida. X Division Championship on the line. Black Machismo Jay Lethal challenging Kurt Angle in his 2nd title match of 3 tonight. Lethal, explosive off the ropes, but as he made contact with Angle, Angle did as well with Lethal, and both champion and challenger are down.
Well, you can just see, though, Kurt Angle realizes he's on his back. He's looking up. No matter how bad it hurt Black Machismo, he was able to inflict the pain on Kurt Angle. And let's face it, if this kid's going to have a shot to win, he's got to do more of that. He's got to keep Kurt Angle off balance.
With moves like that, avoid the contact of the clothesline. Come right back. Answer with 2 clotheslines of your own. But Angle shoots him off again.
Quickness.
Quickness stays ahead of him.
Wow!
And then snaps off the head scissors.
I mean, he just went right into it. He was looking for the moment. And now what a great kick to the back of the head. Oh, my God.
That one rocked him.
No way.
Count.
1, 2. Whoa. Man, that was split second. I couldn't believe what I was seeing right here.
How about that weary, glazed-eyed look on the face of the champ, X Division title holder Kurt Angle, after Black Machismo unleashed that boot?
Well, you can't take anything for granted, and that's the message that's being sent here. I mean, you can't look past Jay Lethal with your Kurt Angle. Here's a kid who wants to be... Oh, look at the strength.
Just tossed him away. The release suplex. Here's 2. No! You see that look? That's the look where Angle says, what else do I have to do to this guy to beat him, to put him away, and then worry about my World's Heavyweight Championship match with Abyss later tonight?
I know it's impossible to do. I know it is, but he's just got to take each match individually. He's just got to take it one-on-one and handle his business. And you can see that strength as he slams him down, but look at the back of his head got hit, and Jay Lethal goes for it. Oh, man. Touched twice, and he barely got the shoulder up in time.
That was almost the knockout blow right there, as you see how slow Angle was able to react right there, as referee Thomas came just this close to tolling 3.
Well, you know what else this shows is how much was taken out of him already in that first match. How much that having to deal with Sting in that situation, and then Sting coming in and choking him in the locker room. Oh, look how quick he is still. Wow.
See, that's where the experience pays off. Here's Angle. Here's 1. Here's 2. No! Again a 2 count.
Okay, now we're looking at a situation where the longer this goes, you got to give a little confidence boost to Black Machismo, because he realizes he's going toe-to-toe with the Olympic gold medalist. And you know what? He's got that ankle lock in.
Yeah, but look how quickly Black Machismo rolls through.
He's got
small package. 2.
Oh, man. Oh,
wow.
Man.
Clothesline swing and a miss. Look at that German.
He put a little extra oomph in it too, didn't he?
Watch him maintain the contact. He's got that grip right around the waist of Lethal. Watch Lethal, the back of his head, make contact with the canvas. suplex number 2, and Angle still got him in control.
Well, that's what he's going to do. He's going to just try to hit him with German suplex after German suplex and just finish him off. He realizes that this kid can't take it.
He's done.
That's it. That's it. Oh, my God, Jay Lethal! That's just pure instinct. There is no way that kid got the shoulder up after that. Look at Kurt Angle now. Come on, now he's mad. Now he's mad.
Those 3 suplexes that rocked Black Machismo, Jay Lethal, enables Angle to go for the Olympic Slam. Here it goes.
Oh, look at this. What a counter by Black Machismo.
Arm drag blocked it. Countered. There it is.
Lethal combination. Unreal.
Roll him over.
It's it. You gotta be kidding. Go. He should have went for the pin right there.
That's the second time, Don, we had to point out the inexperience of this young kid who's 22 years of age. Off the top, there's that elbow perfectly planted. Here's one. Here's 2.
We got no, we don't. No, we don't. I thought we had a new champion. And now you can see the look of disbelief on the face of Black Machismo.
Turnabout, fair play. Saw it earlier from Angle, and now we see that same look from Jay Lethal. X Division Championship is on the line. The second of the 2 title defenses for Kurt Angle. And again, we've got to point this out. With every minute that passes, it's got to be advantage Abyss. Look at the quickness of the boot, just like earlier, and then immediately follows up with that elbow drill to the back of the head.
Oh, the Monster Abyss has to be drooling. He has to be just savoring what's coming up. And now you can see Kurt Angle. He had it, almost lost it. But look at this. Oh, wait a minute. The kid just has no quit in him.
2 count. No, again. Oh, man.
I mean, what has he got to do? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, there's another one. This time released. And again, the German suplex takes Lethal, takes Black Machismo high into the air, and then the impact of that move as he comes crashing down across his head and across his neck.
I mean, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Kurt Angle having a trouble getting to his feet now. Now he reaches in.
Straps down, and as soon as Black Machismo gets up, you know that Angle is going to unleash that fierce offense again.
Oh, he's going for it. He goes up. Oh, but look at this.
Olympic Slam. Roll through. Here comes the ankle lock. Here it comes. Lethal going to tap. No, roll through.
2. What? 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 What?
Freaking kidding me!
No freaking way! Jay Lethal did it! Mike, I gotta be honest. I know I was sitting here telling you every way that Jay Lethal could beat him, but I never once in my mind believed that he could beat Kurt Angle. I gotta be serious.
Oh my God!
That's the biggest upset in TNA history.
That's what we've all just witnessed tonight at No Surrender. The 5+ year history of TNA sees the biggest upset ever. Black Machismo Jay Lethal has defeated Kurt Angle to become X Division champ, as we see X Division stars Sanjay Dutt, Petey Williams, and Shark Boy out for the celebration. Guys, anyway, we can take a look at the highlights of this one.
Kurt Angle has a chance of losing everything, and it looked like he had it. And you can see Jay Lethal, but then he's got the ankle lock in, and I thought it was over, Mike. And look at this counter.
Out of nowhere, the roll through. Look at how he had Angle's legs hooked. My God, Black Machismo Jay Lethal has done it. Jay Lethal is X Division champ. Kurt Angle has lost his 2nd title in 2 matches. My God. To the back,
Unreal.
JB with Black Rain. What a night it's been. Wow.
I've been given the unenviable task of getting a few words with Black Rain before his match tonight with Wildcat Chris Harris here at No Surrender. What in the world are you doing with that thing?
JB, say hello to Misty, my little Arctic fox.
That's a rat, actually.
You draw the rat. This is Misty, my Arctic fox. You want to watch him go on his wheel?
Maybe later. Tonight, Wildcat Chris Harris, one-on-one at No Surrender.
Chris Harris, tonight we meet again. But this time I bring a friend, Misty. The worms crawl in, the worms crawl out. Into the stomach and out through the mouth. And when you see the hearse go by, then you know You are going to die.
Last month, at Hard Justice, a black rain fell on the Wildcat Chris Harris with a violent, bloody massacre.
It wasn't Dustin. That was some sick, twisted, demented freak that was out there trying to cripple me, leaving me for dead.
Oh, Chris Harris, make no mistakes about it. I am sick. I am a sick human being. And at no surrender, the nightmare continues for you. Darkness will fall again. And when all is said and done, it will just be me.
With motives drenched in blood, the Wildcat now seeks revenge for this assault. And tonight, he will get his opportunity.
At no surrender, Mr. Black Rain, I am not coming to play mind games. I am coming for your blood. Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a one-fall contest, and there is no disqualification. Introducing first from Fort Wright, Kentucky, Wildcat Chris Harris.
Well, that video package certainly previewed this matchup awfully well, Don. We saw last month in Hard Justice, the Wildcat Chris Harris quite simply destroyed, bloodied by Dustin Rhodes, a.k.a. Black Rain. Harris put on the shelf for several weeks, Don. Concussion-like symptoms. The Wildcat says, I'm coming for your blood, Black Rain.
His opponent, from the deepest, darkest corner of his mind,
Well, one thing we know is we see him holding that vicious weapon in his left hand that he calls Darkest Falls. And you see him carrying Misty the Rat. What do you call his Arctic Fox? I mean,
yeah, Arctic Fox. It's a rat is exactly what it is.
It's a rat inside the cage. But you know one thing that Chris Harris realizes? He realizes that Dustin Rhodes and Black Rain are two separate people, but the bottom line is, this guy is twisted, demented, and sick beyond all.
Oh, my God, look at that!
What a start!
Seconds before the opening bell, the Wildcat unleashes the offense with a great cross body block from the top turnbuckle down to the floor on Black Rain, and it's payback time. He said it's more than revenge. It's time to get blood from Dustin Rhodes. And we've called it an alter ego. It really is that sick, split personality of Dustin Rhodes that we see here as Black Rain tonight. Set him right that time, just short, I believe, of that steel post to try that wind-up slam. At that time, it was blocked by Black Rain. That time, oh my, nice elevation by Harris.
You know, we were sitting there watching the entrance of Black Rain, and it was kind of hypnotizing, mesmerizing. But I'll tell you what, the Wildcat Chris Harris didn't buy into it, and he waited to the exact moment, and he come flying off the top of those ropes, and that's why he's got the momentum now, as he's just letting Black Rain feel the wrath, and he's been wanting to get this revenge for a long time.
Harris drops Black Rain across the steel post, then turns him upside down as he just fires him right off into the guardrail.
He did. He sent him right there. He sent him right there on top of his head. As Black Rain, you wonder if he'll knock him into sense and knock him into one of his other personalities. Look at him grab the chair. Of course, no disqualification with somebody like Black Rain's involved, and man, Wildcat Chris Harris uses the chair like a blade.
You're right, no disqualification matchup. Black Rain and Chris Harris. I like what Harris said earlier in that interview. He said this isn't Dustin Rhodes, because of all people, the Wildcat would know Dustin Rhodes. Think back, Don. 2 years ago, they were tag team partners here in TNA as Dustin Rhodes was associated with AMW, and now this early offensive assault by the Wildcat is immediately cut off and stopped by Black Rain.
I'm trying to find out when it turned, but buddy, Black Rain able to lure the Wildcat in, then use the ropes to his advantage, and now he's relentless, and we saw how focused he can be and how relentless and evil he can be the last time when he just about killed Wildcat Chris Harris.
Yeah, we saw that in Hard Justice last month on pay-per-view. Total domination, total annihilation from Black Rain. To the corner goes the Wildcat. and Black Rain shot after shot in the corner, side of the head, and to the face of Harris.
You got to wonder if pain means the same thing to Black Rain as it would to Dustin Rhodes, because the way Chris Harris, wait a minute, 1, 2, Wildcat able to get his shoulder up. I mean, it's amazing how methodical he's being, even as vicious as he is.
Chris Harris called him sick, twisted, a demented freak, as you mentioned just a couple of seconds ago.
He biting his ear off.
I'm guessing it's momentarily blocked from our view here, but again, referee Earl Hebner looks on, but at the same time, it's a no disqualification match. What's he gonna do? Dustin Rhodes, Black Rain countered by saying, I am a sick human being. Off the ropes, Harris met with a knee, driven into the gut by Black Rain.
Wildcat Chris Harris is just gonna have to take all the sense of fair play out of his repertoire. He's gonna have to fight Black Rain in the way that Black Rain would fight him. You've got to be vicious, you've got to be brutal. You can't have a conscience, Mike.
I think that has to be your mindset on any time you're involved in a no disqualification match. But then at the same time, when you factor in that your opponent is someone who is as sick, as twisted as Black Rain is, boy, you've really got to turn it up, and let's watch the left-hand shots right there. Possibly start a comeback as he tosses Black Rain across with a slam.
Well, he sensed the hesitation. He realized that Black Rain was going to try to draw it out for the dramatics, and when he had that opportunity, Wildcat Chris Harris just saw that, seized it, and he's got to do something as he just sent him flying. That strength that Wildcat Chris Harris has, sent him flying all the way across the ring, and this is a chance for him to use those lefts as he drives those elbows right into the face.
Forearm shot. Didn't seem to affect Black Rain much. Oh, they meet in mid-ring, and that time the Wildcat got the better of it, left his feet, and dropped Black Rain. Now going to shoot him over into the corner. Here comes the face plant Bulldog.
Oh, he does. He just puts it down with authority as he got it.
Whoa. What a night it has been here at No Surrender. Can you imagine? I still can't get over that. Black Machismo, Jay Lethal, yes, regaining the X Division Championship from, of all people, the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. A great move that time by Black Rain.
But you're right. I mean, face it, Team Pac-Man, yeah, that's a shock.
Right.
That's an upset. But we saw how that happened. That was Kurt Angle turning on Sting out of anger. But Jay Lethal, as you see Black Rain grab the Darkness Falls is what he calls that. It's the most vicious looking thing I've ever seen. But for Jay Lethal to beat Kurt Angle, realize that Kurt Angle's lost 2/3 of his gold already tonight.
An Abyss in the World's Heavyweight title match up next. A fresh Abyss as referee Hebner, quick roll up here, pin, 2,
he got
3 count for Harris.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner, Wildcat Chris Harris.
There's intimidation. It was Earl Hebner who blocked him from using that Darkness Falls weapon. Harris takes advantage, gets the 3 count, and now Chris going to get a little more post-match.
Well, he needs to. He needs to get some of the revenge and the payback on him that Black Rain did to him earlier.
Handcuffs.
Oh, here he goes. That's right.
Trademark of both AEW through the years, as well as Chris Harris. He's got the handcuffs wrapped around his hand, and there's that left.
Beautiful shot right there by Wildcat Chris Harris with the handcuffs. And now what he needs to do is, if he's going to use them, lock him up and take advantage of him the way that Black Rain did him earlier. But I mean, he just caught him right square in the face with that shot.
Vicious shot by Chris Harris takes Black Rain out to the arena floor. Harris going to try and get even more payback out here.
Well, he grabbed the cuffs again. I think he is going to try to lock him up. As you can see in the
blood.
He's busted open.
Yeah. Remember what Wildcat said. I'm coming for revenge, but I'm also coming for your blood, and that's it. That eye for an eye, and that's exactly what Harris has exacted tonight here at No Surrender. Now the handcuffs.
You know what I realized? He just grabbed Black Rain's handcuffs that he brought out with him. Unreal as he's able now to use them and set him right back up, and now he's got the chair, and this is the chance for him to absolutely get him when he can't, when he's defenseless.
Yeah, difficult really, Don. At this point to watch this is, oh my, out of nowhere, Black Rain gets that boot right up. You're right, he did take the handcuffs off of Black Rain and used his own cuffs, and
Black Rain has the key. That's right, he had the key on the inside. He used his own cuffs to hit him and bloody him up, and then used Black Rain's cuffs to tie him up.
But Black right now able to grab that key of his and get himself out of this mess. Oh no, he's loose.
What a close-up shot that was as the blood drained down the face, right off the nose of Black Rain as he uncuffed himself from the steel post. Look out, steel chair in hand. Watch out!
Oh, what a wicked shot right here in front of us at the announce table. He hit him with such force. Oh my gosh, and now look at this. He's going over and looking at the rat that he brought out in the cage.
The Arctic Fox, as he refers to Misty the rat, as he goes into the cage. What a knockout blow that was with the chair by Black Rain. Oh, come on.
Oh no, he's got the rat in his hands. What's he gonna do? Oh my God, he's right here in front of us.
So unpredictable. Look at that look on the face.
Oh my God, this is just a sick individual as he puts the rat on top and does it right there to the Wildcat.
Oh, he's got it in his face.
Right over his
He's
face.
got the rat in his face.
And then he kisses the rat.
As he screams out at the same time.
This guy is sick.
He's sick. He's twisted. You're damn right he's a demented freak.
Oh my God, that's just pure evil right here in front of us.
Wow. To the back. Crystal standing by with Christian Cage, Christian's coalition. Keep an eye on that rat.
Christian Cage. Obviously, there's a big difference between sportsmanship, proving you're the best, and making it personal. Last week on Impact, you clearly made it personal with Samoa Joe when you attacked his Ken.
First things first, Toots, all right? I don't have to prove that I'm the best because I am the best. Because in case you didn't know, and in case any of you people have forgotten, the Instant Classic has never been pinned and has never submitted since I've been in TNA. And now all of a sudden, I'm the bad guy, huh? I made this personal. I'm the bad guy? Well, you know something, Joe? I took it personal when you came out a few weeks ago, hit me with a chair and cost me a chance of becoming the World Heavyweight Champion. I took that personal. And you know what? Last week on Impact, so what? So what? I cracked a member of your family's head open like a coconut. So what?
Big deal.
Big deal. Big deal. You took it personal. Why? Why, Joe? Because you care. You care about your family. When the only thing Christian Cage cares about is becoming the World Heavyweight Champion for the third time. You see, I didn't ask your family to come out. I don't ask them to come out here every single week, twirling fire around, dancing in grass skirts and spitting obscenities in a foreign language or peeling bananas with their feet. Whatever it is you people do. And I damn sure didn't ask them to come out there last week and get in my way and try to stop me from getting my hands on you. But maybe you need that, Joe. Maybe you need that because deep down you know you can't beat me. But I don't need other people to fight my battles for me, Joe. I don't need that. And to prove it, to prove my point tonight, guys, AJ, Tomko, I'm giving you the night off. You see, you have a big match of your own. That's right, that's the kind of guy I am. The kind of boss any employee would want to work for. And you have a chance coming up to contend for the World Tag Team Championships. And Tomko, you got your IWGP Tag Team title right there. You know what? I'm always busting on it. I'm always making fun of you for it. But you know what? You know something? It's legit.
You're damn right it is.
It is. And I want you to do some big things. And I want you to go out there, and I want you guys to win tonight and go on and win the tag team titles. Tomko, I want you to do it right here. I want you to do it in the United States. That's what I want.
Hey, is there anything you want me to prove to you? Just anything?
Yeah, AJ, there is. Don't you ever take the microphone away from me. You got it? You keep it right here at all times. I want you to go out there, and I want you to be a champion, just like your idol. That's what I want, AJ.
Barry Sanders didn't win a championship.
Don't worry, champ. That's exactly what we're going to do. Be champs, just like our idol. You got it.
Spud Wham, he won the dunk contest.
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a tag team gauntlet match. Wrestlers will enter individually in 1-minute intervals and can be eliminated by going over the top rope to the floor. The winning team are the #1 contenders for the TNA Tag Team titles. Introducing first, from Gainesville, Georgia, the phenomenally Styles.
How about Christian Cage getting in the head of AJ Styles, getting in the head of Tomko, cheerleading them on, telling them go out and become #1 contenders for the TNA World Tag Team titles. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 10-team tag team gauntlet. representing the team of Styles and Tomko, AJ Styles going to kick things off.
And the second participant, representing Triple X, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels.
Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels draws entry number 2 in this matchup. Over the top rope elimination until we get down to the final 2 competitors, wrestlers to come out in 60-second intervals. We'll have that countdown clock on your screen. Once we get down to the final 2 men left in this match, tag team partners will rejoin them for a pinfall or submission 1-fall matchup.
Well, one thing we do know is that the phenomenal AJ Styles and the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels are going to have the toughest chore if they're going to survive. And I've got to say this, when you look at the 2 former partners, stare eye to eye, if there's any 2 people, I think, in TNA that can outlast this whole group, you're looking at those 2 right there, because they are phenomenal athletes. And they just have that experience and know when to rest and when to go full bore.
At this point, Don, we obviously know Styles 1, Daniels 2, and we also know that Eric Young is going to be the 20th entrant. He earned that on our Road to No Surrender show. He scored the pin in a tag team match with his partner Shark Boy over Petey Williams and Sanjay Dutt. That highly coveted spot is number 20. Will go to EY Eric Young. We'll watch along with you as the other competitors come out with a great spinning power move by the Fallen Angel. Countdown clock in place. We're going to find out who competitor number 3 is going to be to join Styles and Daniels now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next participant, Homicide, representing LAX.
And you see Homicide coming on. Now here's another former World Tag Team Champion looking for that opportunity. And so important here to realize this is to stay out there long enough for your partner to get into this matchup so that you can do the teamwork. It is. Because you're going to need to find help any chance you can once a lot of bodies get in that ring. And you got to make sure you got eyes in the back of your head. So it always helps to have your partner in there watching your back.
That would certainly be the ideal strategy and game plan if it works out like that. As Homicide just powers the phenomenal AJ Styles down to the mat. Took him high overhead. That was a bad landing. But in the match like this gauntlet, you've got to have those eyes in the back of your head to watch out as the Fallen Angel takes Homicide down.
No way AJ Styles going to make it to the end after taking a shot like that. Oh, but he gets his revenge. And look at this. Now you see a little teamwork here with Daniels and Styles.
Guess we shouldn't be surprised.
Chris Sabin,
representing the Motor City Machine Gun. It's Chris Sabin partnered with Alex Shelley. 4 men in. Sabin just caught AJ unaware, poking in the eyes. Now Sabin and Daniels square off. Another shortcut that time by Sabin.
Well, he'll take a shortcut. That's one thing about the Motor City Machine Guns. But, wow, he's 3 for 3. Hits the trifecta, as all of them don't see it coming. But one thing about these guys, and they're going to be, oh, my gosh, when we know how good Chris Sabin is. And we know how good him and Alex Shelley are together, as they show, of course, where Detroit is on the palm of the hand. That's where they're from. But I'm interested to see how these 2 can work together if Chris Sabin can last long enough for Alex Shelley to get in there.
Sabin and Homicide exchange, and now actually momentarily work as a team against the Fallen Angel. It's like a pinball at this point with the right hands from one half of the Guns and one half of LAX.
Well, this kind of a matchup makes for strange bedfellows. You have to find a partner whenever you can, just to avoid going over the top.
representing Serotonin, it's Havoc.
10 teams to be represented in this gauntlet. 20 wrestlers, 20 individuals. Wrestler number 5 is Havoc from Serotonin. And, of course, it's Havoc and Raven as the team.
Well, you can, oh, man, you can see where Havoc has used those knees right into the backs right away. And look at Havoc. You talk about somebody coming in fired up on all cylinders. It really is amazing, but the key is there. Everybody is still legal. Nobody's gone over the top yet.
Again, the winning team in this 10-team tag team gauntlet will gain the spot as the #1 contenders to the new TNA Tag Team Champions, Team Pac-Man Hammerlock Slam by Havoc on AJ Styles.
And think about how important that is. Wow. What a forearm coming off of the top rope. And then you see Homicide. That's Havoc have it. But again, the time runs in, and a fresh body's going to be here any second.
Here comes the Gringo killer.
Oh, my God, but he doesn't hit it.
The next participant is Petey Williams.
Oh, and there goes Homicide out to the floor, eliminated by that back body drop by the Fallen Angel. Just as Petey Williams, representing the team of Petey Williams and Sanjay Dutt, came out. There it is, Canadian Destroyer on Havoc.
Well, right now is a good chance to get rid of Havoc because he's out cold. I can tell you that, but let me tell you how bad that goes for LAX, because now when Hernandez comes in, he doesn't have Homicide to work with. I can't believe that Homicide just got eliminated that quickly. Oh, man. I thought this was a great chance for LAX to get themselves right back in the title picture.
You see that Styles squares off with Sabin, while Daniels rakes the eyes on the far corner of Petey Williams. Attempted the clothesline shot there by Styles. He wanted to clothesline Sabin right over the top and eliminate him. Over the top rope elimination until we get down to the final two. Attempt at that DDT. Block. He took him out. Sabin eliminated by AJ Styles.
Now,
From Team 3D, Brother Devon.
now keep in mind, folks, Homicide and Chris Sabin aren't necessarily out of it. If their partner can come in and last to the end, then they get to come back in. And when you get down to the final two, the two tag teams will go at it, and it'll be pinfall and submission. So even though Homicide's out and Chris Sabin's out, now they have to depend on their partners to somehow survive to the end.
And you know that Brother Devon, representing himself and Brother Ray as Team 3D, looking to use that size advantage that he has here over the competitors. And boy, Devon really taking it to Daniels. Now to Styles, who shot off, and he just unleashes that corkscrew elbow.
Well, size is really important, especially when you get a crowd inside that ring, when it's all about throwing somebody over the top rope, because the strength is so much involved. And if you can get Brother Ray and Brother Devon in there together with their experience, it will be a lethal combination.
Let's see who's next.
The next participant, Jimmy Rave.
Jimmy Rave returns to TNA. Don, what has it been? 3 years?
At least 3 years.
Since we've seen Jimmy Rave here in TNA. He represents the team of Jimmy Rave and Lance Hoyt as we see Christy Hemme come out with them. The 8-year veteran, Jimmy Rave, just 24 years of age, just recently completed his 3rd tour with the Dragon Gate promotion over in Japan. A world traveler, Jimmy Rave has joined TNA.
Well, one thing I remember about Jimmy Rave from the Asylum was just how quick and how exciting he was.
That.
And look at this, he's got AJ Styles, and then you look at Christopher Daniels, and I wonder if that was instinct.
You see that move by Jimmy Rave?
I know.
A spinning head scissors into the Fujiwara armbar? Wow. That was sweet.
What amazed me was how the Fallen Angel went in there to the AJ Styles aid. I think sometimes you just get the bodies get to flying around, and you just move on instinct so many times.
Well, here's where the first big advantage is going to come into play. Brother Devon is in the ring. Brother Ray coming out as well, representing Team 3D.
As he rifles his flannel shirt over here at us, I don't know the disrespect that he shows us, but now
really?
look at this. Look at this.
Disrespect from him?
I know, it's hard to believe. But look at how intent they are, and right away Havoc is gone. That's teamwork. And now look, they're just holding court right now, Mike.
Yeah, holding court and sort of picking the bones at the same time, aren't they? The two big power men, Team 3D, Brother Ray, Brother Devon, having their way with the competition. Oh, what an open hand slap to the chest of the Fallen Angel.
Well, this is the first team that can actually work together as tag team partners. AJ Styles trying to bull rush Brother Ray, but he's been in there too long, and he just doesn't quite have it, as Brother Ray able to get his hands on the ropes to make it harder.
Still have to point out, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels have been out since the opening bell. Enziguri kick by Styles takes Brother Ray down. All right. Raven representing Serotonin. Havoc's out, so now Raven's on his own.
Well, Raven is somebody that, like you said, he doesn't have Havoc to work with, but this guy's just diabolical enough to find a way to last to the end with that. You talk about experience. This guy's got it, man. He just cleaned AJ Styles out right there.
Discus clothesline. Took down Styles, and of course, yeah, we've seen this once or twice before. That's sickening, isn't it?
Well, he uses it as such a mental advantage. Look at this! Team 3D!
They took him out!
Oh my God!
Just like that, Brother Ray, Brother Devon eliminating Raven, tossing him to the floor.
Unbelievable how quickly that happened, and that means Serotonin has no shot.
They're done. Stick a fork in serotonin as Brother Devon just took Jimmy Raven, powered him face first into the turnbuckle.
Unreal. Raven in there that quickly.
4, 3,
Can't believe it.
Well, that was the teamwork by Team 3D. That was the teamwork.
Here comes Shark Boy, and we know this team has a huge advantage. It's the team of Shark Boy and Eric Young, already established with his partner, EY. Eric Young has that coveted number 20 entrance spot.
Well, look at Shark Boy, and again, you always notice this when a guy comes in fresh.
Yeah.
Because he does have that advantage of knowing what he wants to do when he comes in, and everybody else is already wore out, and they always start out hot, but as soon as the time runs, as you see Shark Boy holding on for dear life. I think Brother Devon was an afterthought. He thought he had him.
There comes the shark bite to the butt of Brother Devon by Shark Boy.
Oh, you better
look
don't
out
turn
behind.
around.
Yep, that's Brother Ray breathing right down your neck.
Oh, no, that's on big man. And that's it. You can see he just sends him. Now he's going to try to take him all the way up over the top, and that's just the pure force and power of Brother Ray.
5, 4,
Shark Boy eliminated by Team 3D. He's still got a shot because EY is number 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
Well, here's another opportunity for a team to work together. Sanjay Dutt representing the team of Dutt and Petey Williams gives them an advantage.
Boy, they really do, and I'll tell you something, this guy's going to have to use his speed and quickness as you see him take AJ and Christopher Daniels out at the same time. Oh my gosh,
Jimmy Ray
just sent Jimmy Ray out. Oh, who's that?
Petey Williams.
Petey Williams and Jimmy Ray have been eliminated.
I think 3D got them both, didn't they?
They sure did. Devon one and Ray the other. I mean, think about it. Brother Ray and Brother Devon had absolutely been working. Look at him now. They just sit back and watch. They're using teamwork to perfection, and that's why they held so many titles.
Cut that time by Daniels on Brother Ray. Can't blame him for that. While Brother Devon takes it to AJ Styles. As soon as he turns around, Daniels STOs Brother Devon, but there's Brother Ray waiting with a full Nelson bomb.
Man, he just such strength and power as he brings him right down to the spine. Oh!
Where did AJ come from? Where did Styles come from?
I mean, just out of nowhere. And he goes all the way across the middle.
Representing BKM, BG James.
Roxy Laveau, the Voodoo Queen, and BG James representing the Voodoo King Mafia out next. Good draw here for BKM.
Yeah.
BG now, and we know that at some point his tag partner in BKM, Kip James, is going to be still to come. Good draw for BKM.
Well, there's another team right now, BKM, that wants to get back in that tag team title picture. Somebody that's won so many titles in their past, and they want to relive that again and feel that glory. A great opportunity right now. But what BG James needs is, like you said, he needs Kip James to get in that ring so the two of them can work together. And Sanjay Dutt, what a wicked shot he just took from Brother Ray. And look at Daniels, he's got Devon up.
Just got to point out once again, Don, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, first two entrants, both still alive.
That's amazing at this point that they've survived Team 3D.
Well, it's already been established that Homicide is out. The opportunity for LAX rests on the very, very big shoulders of Hernandez. Speaking of shoulders, shoulder block for Dutt, shoulder block for the Fallen Angel.
Well, we talk about how important strength is, and you think about some of the guys that are going to be in this. Well, there's nobody as strong as this guy. Look at this. Holy cow! He just does the crackerjack and just sends him flying.
Tossed him halfway across the ring. Hernandez takes Styles up. Look at this.
Gonna go for the border toss, but AJ able to fight it off.
Drops down and turns around. It gets clotheslined right out of his boots.
What confidence Hernandez has right there, but he could sure use Homicide right now because those two work together so well. It's all on Hernandez's shoulders to make it to the end.
Hernandez and Daniels square off in the corner.
5, 4, 3.
Brother Devon takes BG James for the ride. Right into that turnbuckle. Who's next?
The participant is Tonko.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Big advantage for the team of AJ Styles and Tomko.
And it's hard not to look at that team and see that size of Tomko, see that talent of AJ Styles, and put that together and think this could be a pretty potent tag team. The problem is there's some inexperience of working together. Just the two of them out there. They don't have the experience that BKM and 3D have.
Check this out.
But look at the force.
He kicks off the 3D. Look out, Brother Ray! Oh, he took his own man, Brother Devon, out.
And then he gets
Brother Ray. Both members of 3D are out.
And listen to the crowd as they go crazy. They realize.
Look at the showdown. Look at the stare down between these two big men, Tomko and Hernandez.
They're the Twin Towers standing, that's for sure. And look at that. AJ Styles goes after Hernandez while Daniels goes after Tomko.
Representing Triple X, Elix Skipper.
Sam Jay accompanies Primetime Elix Skipper, and now Triple X Don has two competitors because Daniel's still alive.
And we know how Triple X works together. That's what makes them so incredible. That combination. Man, Brother Ray is just so frustrated by being eliminated by Tomko. He just comes over and destroys our paperwork and everything that we have. At least he's gone. At least he's out of here.
Nothing better than beating up an announcer.
Yeah, that makes you feel like a big man. And you can see now Tomko holding on for dear life. And look at the combination of Triple X on Tomko. Doing whatever they can to get him out. But he's just too strong. Oh, wait a minute.
Look out. Sanjay hanging on for dear life.
Oh, now he slides back in.
Now Tomko going to try and use his power here on Skipper, who hangs onto the leg of Big Tomko.
It's survival now, Mike.
The next participant, Alex Shelley.
Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley out next.
He doesn't have Chris Sabin in there. And let me tell you, when him and Sabin are together, it's like one man. That's one thing we've always said. We've always noticed. Now we got to see if Alex Shelley. Oh, just spit right into Sanjay Dutt's face. Sanjay Dutt, I think, was looking for some kind of support from Shelley. I don't know what he was thinking.
Shelley and Dutt square off. Styles and BG James as well. Tomko and Primetime Elix Skipper as the action is just crazy here in this 10-team tag team gauntlet. Again, we will find out who the #1 contenders are. The Team Pac-Man BG James is out.
BG James eliminated.
Alex Shelley tossed him out.
Well, Alex Shelley just coming right in, realizes he's got to try to outlast to the end to get Chris Sabin in. But think about who's already gone. Serotonin's gone. You now have Team 3D gone, which is unbelievable. Here comes Lance Hoyt. Of course, he's teaming up with Jimmy Ray here today. Sanjay Dutt still out there. If he can survive, Petey Williams can get back in. AJ Styles, Tomko, though, still able to work together.
Good draw here for Big Lance Hoyt. He's got the size, power, and the 18th man to come out. Can't beat that for a draw, can you? I guess we can deduce at this point that Kip James has to be next,
That's right? That's right.
Because Eric Young's #20.
Well, he's got that coveted 20th position, that's for sure. Look at,
oh God!
Oh my gosh, the Lance Hoyt!
Skipper's eliminated.
You're not
I was
kidding.
just getting ready to say how Tomko and AJ Styles and Triple X have such an advantage, but I mean, that was just absolutely brutal. What Lance Hoyt just did, and I mean, Elix Skipper's hurt. Oh my God.
You got laid out on the concrete out here. Lance Hoyt, what an impact he made.
Unreal.
Your next participant, Kip James.
Here he comes. The only man left representing the Voodoo King Mafia with the elimination earlier of BG. Here comes Kip from behind on Alex Shelley, and then Daniel.
Well, Kip James has such strength also. He's another one of the guys, and he's fresh. Think about that. You're the 19th man out. This is a great advantage for Kip James, but he needs to start tossing some bodies in a hurry. And look at this. You see Sanjay Dutt just trying to hold on, and he's just, it's like he's just happy to be there. Kip James says, see you later.
Good night, Sanjay.
Sanjay Dutt has been eliminated.
By Kip James of BKM.
Sanjay's going to have to figure out a way to channel that inner peace, but also realize he's got to be a little bit of a,
a warrior?
Of a warrior out there in the ring.
Yeah, don't always turn the other cheek,
That's right?
Again, and you know what? As every minute ticks off, Don, and every new entrant, we still see Styles and Daniels, the first two men alive, and we know Eric Young is #20.
I mean, think about that. Can you imagine?
Your final participant, Showtime, Eric Young.
Well, here comes the last member now, the 20th man. Now it's survival to get down to the final two. But can you think about this? AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, former tag team partner. Many say maybe even the best tag team in TNA when you think about how talented they were and their championship run.
great reaction as always for Showtime Aaron Young. Yes, representing the team of Young and Shark Boy.
And we have a chance maybe of seeing AJ and Tomko and Triple X down at the end. That's also intriguing as well, man.
Shelley sees Eric Young grab that side headlock. Shelley going to try and fight back here against EY, and EY grabs the side headlock on Big Lance Hoyt and cranks it.
He's cranking it in as he's crashing. He's got to watch that as he goes now right after Kip James and puts him in the headlock, but keep in mind you're talking about a guy with the power of Kip James. But Eric Young feeling good all over, and that's what I'm talking about right there.
I mean, you got to watch Eric Young, but at the same time, Don, my eyes always go to Hernandez and Tomko. That's just what I was talking about. They had that stare down earlier. Look at those two big dinosaurs just exchange.
No, I mean, it's one wall hitting another wall. I mean, it is. Two of the strongest guys in the history of this company. Hernandez just bull rushes him into the turnbuckle, and he's going to try to get Tomko.
Styles with help from behind.
Good
big
move.
Advantage for AJ and Tomko that time.
Well, AJ realizes he needs Tomko in there. He's been in there from the very beginning. Look at this! Hernandez is gone!
And LAX is SOL.
Team 3D is eliminated, and LAX has eliminated two of the favorites in this thing, Mike.
As Tomko looks on, Eric Young. What? Tomko calls out Tomko.
Unbelievable! Eric Young took advantage. And look at the drop kick by Kip James as Lance Hoyt is gone.
Oh, we're really getting down now.
Daniels and AJ are still in there.
They're still in, you're right. Daniels with Kip James. Kip going to try and overpower him. This could be it for Daniels.
Oh, no, they both go out.
Both are
Daniels
out.
and Kip James eliminated each other. Daniels.
Eric Young, phenomenal AJ Styles, Alex Shelley.
Well, you think about it now, the Motor City Machine Guns have a shot at this. Shark Boy and Eric Young have a shot. And AJ Styles, who's been out there for 20-plus minutes, still in this matchup. Tomko's still alive.
And Daniels, one of the final eliminations, representing Triple X. Again, keep in mind, after the next elimination, as we see Shelley kissing the feet of Eric Young. Eric, don't fall for that crap.
Look at the combo now. It's AJ Styles. I think sometimes you just pick a partner and you just try to get down to two. That way, you just can't worry about it. It's all about, oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Eric Young going forward, and now look at it. Trying to just use that momentum.
I like it.
And AJ was close.
Once we get down to the final two, their partners will come from the back, rejoin them, and we'll have a tag team match to decide this 10-team tag team gauntlet at No Surrender. From the outside the shoulder block, here comes AJ, who lands, luckily, on the apron.
Both these guys are in the wrong spot right here. One little slip up, and it's all over.
Look out, AJ hanging on for dear life.
And you could see Alex Shelley almost had him there, but there Eric Young able to get back in, and there's the combination, and Eric comes down, and we now know who it is.
Shelley and Styles work together to double team Eric Young and toss him out. We're down to the final two. Partners to rejoin. That means Motor City Machine Guns. Chris Sabin to come out with Shelley, and yes, Tomko and AJ Styles representing Christian's coalition.
Well, so many people have watched the Motor City Machine Guns as they've just been developing as a team, and they know how good they are together. But now Tomko gets to come out, and you're talking about a combination of speed and strength. That's what AJ Styles and Tomko have. Hard to believe that favorites like Triple X, LAX, 3D, VKM, with all their experience together, are all eliminated.
This is it. This is going to decide it. Which team will emerge from No Surrender as the #1 contenders to, of all things, the new tag team champions, Team Pac-Man, Adam Pac-Man Jones, Ron the Truth Killings, Sabin from behind on Tomko, Shelley from behind as well, but oh man, look at Big Tomko use that power.
Well, he has one shot after another, and now you realize him and AJ says stay out there, but Nats, you can't take your eyes off the Motor City Machine Guns for 1 second because they're so quick together. Look at that combination. Beautiful drop kick. Oh, I'm telling you, Shelley and Sabin, this is what they've been waiting for. Their chance to prove how good they are.
That drop kick went right into the face of Tomko. Another double team move sends Tomko for the ride. Shelley whipped into the corner by his own partner, Sabin, and then Sabin follows up. Chris caught him with that elbow to the chest. Outside kick by Shelley. Inside kick by Sabin.
Just so good, so fast together. Nice shot on AJ. He's not eliminated because his feet hit the floor. It's now pin or submission from here on out.
Good point. Pin or submission to decide it. Who will be the #1 contenders for the tag titles, the Guns or Tomko and Styles?
Tomko's got to wonder what's hitting him out there. It's like a bunch of bees. Just bang, 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 bang. I mean, really, he's got to find a way.
You see that clothesline by Shelley? Yeah, here's one from Sabin.
Well, you don't want to take this guy force on force. You got to do what you were doing. Now, Tomko, now you're playing his game, Mike. And that's exactly what the Motor City Machine Guns don't want to do. Now, look at that combo.
Use Styles to be shot across. No contact made in the corner. Atomic drop on Shelley. Look at that. How fluid is that?
He's so good. And he's been out there for 25 minutes.
DDT by AJ on Shelley. Shelley out to the floor. And there's the spin kick by Styles that I think grazed Sabin that time. He was going to go for the clash, wasn't he?
Oh, yes, he was.
Styles clash attempt.
You know, you look, oh, what a nice shot by Sabin. It's the former X Division champion. Just crushes AJ with that kick. Here they go. This is the combination I'm talking about. There goes Shelley. Wow.
Frog splash off the top by Shelley. Sabin climbs up the back of his partner and drop kicks Tomko to the floor. Here come the Guns. Shelley suicide dive on Tomko.
Just fearless. Oh, and Shelley goes right after the big man and leaves Sabin in there with AJ. And Sabin tried to give him the foot wash, but AJ, look at it. Oh, Pele. He hits the Pele out of nowhere again.
Could be the move that decides it. A groggy Sabin. Instead, standing switch, quick goal behind on Styles. Roll up off the ropes. Here's one. Here's two. Roll through. Pin. He's got his trunk. Look at this. AJ hits the trunk and got the pin.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the #1 contenders for the TNA Tag Team titles, Tomko and the phenomenal AJ Styles.
AJ did it.
He hit the
#1 in. He did go the distance. He went wire to wire.
And he also got the pin. Unbelievable. That just shows you how phenomenal AJ Styles is, and you just got to admit it. And now you look at that ring mic, and you see Tomko and AJ together, and you got to admit, that's a pretty potent tag team right there.
They've got it all.
Yes,
They've got the speed, the agility of AJ Styles. You've got the power game of Tomko. You've got the brains of Christian Cage behind them. They're the #1 contenders, the Team Pac-Man. Tomko and Styles victorious in the gauntlet. To the back, JB with Samoa Joe. Go, JB.
I'm here with the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome members of your family here tonight at No Surrender. Joe, after what happened 2 weeks ago on Impact, this situation with Christian Cage has gotten very, very personal. Tonight, it appears as though this is a family affair.
A family affair, JB? A family affair? No, it has gone beyond a family affair. It has gone beyond personal. Christian, do you understand one thing? You did not lay your hand on me. You laid your hand on my family. And you see, the way we handle things, we don't go to cops. We don't ask others for help. We handle ours our own way. And tonight, Christian, you get handled. Do you know those 2 boys you put out? They were kids, Christian. And you know why you did it? Because you couldn't finish me. So I'll tell you what, tonight, it is an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and blood for blood. I am Samoa Joe. I am vengeance. And Christian, tonight, you will be broken. Oh, Fasimayo, your ass is mine.
First blood. I'm gonna become the #1 contender, the champ.
And a business and face first right into that steel chair. AJ Styles now. He's looking underneath the ring, obviously, for another weapon.
And it's the bat with all the barbed wire.
Look at this, Samoa Joe.
You want to be #1 contender? You want to be the champ? It'll be over my dead body.
Smashes him right in the head.
Bleed and lose.
You know, I sustained a massive head wound. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make the show. Take care of Samoa Joe. That's all I ask.
Oh, look at this. Samoa Joe is hot on the heels of AJ Styles. He's taking the fight to them.
Wait up, he said he wasn't even going to be here in Impact, and Christian Cage just hit the ring. Steel chair shot to the back of Samoa Joe that laid him out. And now Christian Cage directing traffic.
Every man has his breaking point, and right now, I'm at it. World Heavyweight Champion.
The instant classic Christian Cage must face the wrath of the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe, next.
Ladies and gentlemen, No Surrender continues with this quench match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Tampa, Florida, by way of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the instant classic, Christian Cage.
It's been well established that there's incredible bad blood between Christian Cage, the instant classic, and Samoa Joe, the Samoan submission machine. We detailed that in the package prior to this match. We heard it from the lips of Samoa Joe, but not at the same time. There's also an underlying story between these two. You heard it from Christian earlier. He says that in his 2 years here in TNA, he has never been pinned, he has never submitted in a singles match. But remember about the winning streak of Samoa Joe. These are two elite athletes.
And his opponent from American Samoa, he is the Samoan machine, Samoa Joe.
The proud heritage, the tradition of the Samoan people, represented by the dancers, as Samoa Joe immediately hits the ring, and you can't blame him.
Well, you could just hear it in his voice when he was screaming into the mic. He messed with family, and Samoa Joe, you could tell, is all about family. I don't think I've ever seen Samoa Joe so bloodthirsty, just so angry with all the time. It's like he wanted to come out here and kill Christian Cage to even think about putting his family in harm's way.
Think of what we've seen, Don, in the past several weeks on Impact. Those steel chair shots by Christian Cage, first to Samoa Joe. And of course, Christian realizes and feels in his mind that Joe cost him the opportunity to vie for the TNA World's Heavyweight title. But then Christian went way over the line when he took it to Samoa Joe's family, the dancers, that sick steel chair shot concerto to one of the defenseless dancers on Impact.
You know,
look at his face wash repeatedly by Joe.
I'll give Christian credit. You know, he's diabolical. He is smart. He's sharp. But I don't know what he was thinking. I mean, he had to understand that Joe would react this way. Now, maybe he figured that the emotions might get the better of Joe, and he could use it to his advantage. I don't know. But that's a price to pay to tick Samoa Joe off. And oh my gosh, he is just looking for. Oh my God, he just creamed him into the rail. That was just pure force.
Took him by the legs, swung him with incredible force, as you see Christian checking to see if there's blood coming out of his head. Boy, he went head first right into the guardrail.
He doesn't want to beat him. He wants to break him. I mean, it's what it's all about for Joe. It's not about pinning him or submitting him right here. It's about inflicting pain. It's about sending a message. It's about letting him know if you ever think to do something like that again, and maybe this time it'll be the last thing you ever do. I mean, Joe's just absolutely focused on his mission.
I think it's also about Samoa Joe showing his family, Don, his Samoan people, that he is the true warrior here in this match. And there goes Christian. He just went right over the steel steps again into the guardrail.
You know, Samoa Joe, too, what I like about this is, look at him. He's stalking. He's being methodical, as we mentioned earlier. He's not just kind of going full bore. He's timing this. He's using his brains, and it's just working to his advantage.
No Surrender has been a night where Jim Cornette and TNA management have told the referees to have a little bit of leeway, at least at this point, as we see here. But boy, Samoa Joe is just relentless until Christian momentarily here going to turn it around, walks away from that dropkick attempt by Christian.
Yeah, see, he's also got that where he wants to embarrass Christian, and that's what he's doing, the shot in the back, the shot in the front. Here goes the knee, and he just creeps him with the knee.
1, 2 counts only. Samoa Joe on Christian Cage here at No Surrender in Orlando, Florida. Great TNA pay-per-view. And yes, Christian Cage, Samoa Joe battling. And we still have Kurt Angle's 3rd title defense of the night. He's 0 for 2. Kurt Angle and the Monster Abyss for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. That's on deck. Plus the major announcement as Samoa Joe just caught him and drilled him with the kick. Here comes 280 pounds right into your screen, right into your living room.
And he just suicide dives through the ropes, and he crashes into Christian Cage, and he creeps Christian Cage. Christian Cage got 1 shoulder block in. The next thing you know, Joe kicks him in the head, skins him out. Let's see a replay of this if we can. Look at this straight
What's the contact with the elbow, Don? The forearm shot, the elbow suicide at that time. That suicide dive by Samoa Joe as he makes contact with Christian on the floor. Now trying to rearrange his facial features.
Anything he wants to do, he's doing. I mean, it is just one of those things where Christian Cage, I think if he could take one incident back, it would be that chair shot. He did, but wait a minute, Christian Cage, what a kick right there. It looked like he got it right in the ankle.
I'm just going to say we're, 5 minutes into this match, and until this quick flurry here by Christian Cage, the extent of his offense has pretty much been that one missed drop kick. Other than that, it has been a Samoa Joe full court press.
Well, Christian Cage is a 2-time world champion for a reason. He's one of those that he can put up with a lot, and when he finally gets his chance, he takes advantage of it. And you got to realize how much energy Samoa Joe's already spent. Now, of course, Christian Cage has been knocked all over the arena, but look at him now. He's just fueling it. He's letting it fuel him as he's going after Joe with force. Nice drop kick to the chin.
See that top boot make contact with the face of Joe? Wow, barely a 1 count, if that from Rudy Charles by Christian on the pin. Still a lot left in the tank of the Samoan submission machine.
And I'll tell you, I'm surprised at what's in the tank right there for Christian Cage, and now he's taking the air right out of Joe as he was cranking around the neck. Now he's pulling back, pulling on the teeth, just doing every little thing he can to just inflict that extra pain. Look at that look on Christian Cage's face. He was a defeated man earlier. Now you're looking at somebody that's got his confidence back.
A weary Samoa Joe makes his way up to a knee. Christian right on him, but Joe catches him first with the elbow. Rights, lefts, and now Joe off the ropes, and he's cut off immediately by Cage. Elbow, drops him, lateral press, and Joe powers out.
I'll tell you what Christian Cage did. I mean, it was the elbow, but he used the other arm to even give it more force. And now again, pulling back on that neck. Just now it's about inflicting the pain on Joe. He wants to slow him down and get all the advantage his way. And look at him just grind it right underneath the chin, and he's squeezing on that Adam's apple on everything he can do. Keep him from getting his breath.
Joe going to try and get back up here, either to his feet or make his way to the ropes and get the rope break. Christian instead gives up the hold for 1 split second. Smart move there by the Instant Classic. Give up the hold, drag Joe back towards the middle of the ring. Take that possibility of a rope break completely away from Samoa Joe, and then continue to try and wear him down.
Well, Joe now gets to his feet.
That's the move. That's the counter.
Uses his weight to his advantage. There was nowhere for Christian Cage to be but in between Joe and the mat, and he pancaked him right there, and that's what Joe had to do, but you can still see Joe's trying to catch his breath.
The near 300 pounds of Samoa Joe landed on top of Christian Cage. Joe to a knee. He's still groggy, but he's getting that win back.
Well, what a move there by Joe as he just kind of rolls.
Yep, sweep kick, went for the senton, went for the backsplash, but Christian got his knees up. Here's the cover.
Oh, so close, but Samoa Joe able to break it, and look at Christian Cage looking at him. The referee trying to figure out what he's saying, but Joe still having a hard time getting his breath and getting to his feet.
A weary Joe again tries to get back up to that vertical base, and Christian is ready for him, and this is a smart move by Christian to take away the oxygen in the air from Joe. He's got him draped across the rope, throat first, and at the same time then, Don, he had his hands in his mouth trying to pull his mouth apart.
Well, it's just think about the pain that would cause, though, on your cheeks and everything, if you're just grinding on it, and, I mean, there's only so much skin that you have. He's trying to split it, and just, I mean, he's just doing every dirty tactic he can do. Now look at him grind the old boot in the face.
Shades of Samoa Joe as Christian, and he's sending a message here to Joe by using the face wash, the move that Joe's made so popular repeatedly in the corner. Off the ropes.
Look at Joe
He was
grab that
blocked, though.
foot, man.
Joe
He
blocked
did.
it. Joe stopped it. Here comes Christian again.
Oh, look at the power. He was waiting for it. We see him do that so often. He caught it, slammed him down, but look at Joe crumple down to the ground. All that neck holds and everything that Christian Cage was doing really paid the price because Joe was having a hard time getting back on his feet. Even when he does something like he just did, it takes everything out of him, Mike.
It's Samoa Joe, first up to his feet. Christian's up as well. They meet in mid-ring. Christian misses twice, and Samoa Joe just discus punched him down.
Now he's got his feet, now he's steady, and he's just one shot after the other. And now look at him as he tries to pick him up, but Christian able to slide around him.
Standing switch by Joe. Christian answers. Series of elbows. First two made contact. Third didn't. Look at that.
Here we go.
Joe
1, 2. Oh, Christian Cage got the shoulder up in a split second time.
Death Valley driver style move by Samoa Joe on Christian Cage leads to another near fall, and Samoa Joe catching his breath at this point. Hell of a battle this has been.
You know, when you think about how the beginning of this match started, where Joe was just
relentless,
coming at him, he's relentless, just pure anger, just driven. Now you can see it's the professionalism that realizes that, hey, they're in it, but look how Joe can get up so high with that knee.
Running high knee in the corner. Now going to spring off the ropes. Drop toe hold by Christian is the perfect counter, and then he's going to stand on the back of Joe. And again, good close-up shot here. There's that windpipe, there's that throw. And it's draped across the steel cable with Christian's weight behind.
Here we go, but look at this. Joe waiting for him, and oh man, he puts the knee perfectly placed and then sends it down again.
Inverted atomic drop. This time, the senton's on target. No knees from Christian to block it.
2.
No. Oh, man.
Little nonchalant, I thought there by Joe. I think if he would have put the whole body on him, it would have been
right.
over. Christian able to realize it. And
I couldn't agree more.
You can look at Joe, though. It's
See him
almost
shaking his head.
I almost think, though, he's still not done with him yet. You just get that feeling.
Like he hasn't quite gained all that pain and punishment that he wants to get for all those things that Christian did for both Joe and his family. Here it comes on Prettier.
Oh, he hits this right now. I don't know that Joe's got enough to go. He pushes him off.
Oh, Joe charges in. Christian caught him with the elbow and then just powers him down at the head.
I'll tell you what, Christian Cage has surprised me. I mean, when he was able to hold off that onslaught at the beginning. And now look at him. He's going for the frog splash here. If he can hit it, he'll knock all the rest of the air out of him.
Here
he goes, and Joe gets out of the way.
Last second, Joe rolls through. Christian crashes and burns on the frog splash attempt, and Joe's going to take him up. Powerbomb.
Holding him down, 2. Oh, man. Now look at this.
STF. Here it is. He's got the crossface applied. He's got the leg hook grapevine at the same time. The STF submission hold applied by Joe.
Oh, he's pulling it right across the face of Christian, and you can see referee Rudy Charles looking down there to see if he's going to tap out. And look at Joe. He knows he's in command. He's in the middle of the ring. Christian just fighting. Now he's got the arm locked in.
Look at Christian just scream out in agony.
Well, he's refusing to tap. And
look at though, as Joe's holding to the arm. He's not letting him tap. He's holding both the arms to get the one arm trap, holding the other one so he can keep inflicting more pain.
Shoulders of Joe are down here for a 2 count. He had to give up the hold. He would have had his shoulders down for a 3 count and would have lost the match. Open hand palm thrust by Joe. Both rights, both lefts. Now going to position the instant classic up for the muscle buster.
Oh, here he goes.
Here we go.
This
muscle
is
buster out of the corner. No.
Somehow Christian Cage able to get out. Oh my gosh, he snapped it off.
Snap slam.
2. Oh my God, Christian got the shoulder up again. Unbelievable, Christian Cage.
Samoa Joe and Rudy Charles, the referee, with eye contact. It's almost as if Joe, just with his eyes, questioned the 3 count of Rudy Charles without saying a word. But it was only 2. Instant classic still alive. Cheap shot from outside, raked the eyes.
Well, you know what? You don't see it coming. You got a one-track mind, and Christian Cage just played it to the very end. But now Joe going up high. Both of them up there on the ropes. You can see Christian holding on for dear life as Joe trying to get a grip.
Christian looks like he's going to be successful here.
Look at
fighting it off.
Oh my gosh, able to kind of walk the ropes, Mike, and just sit him on the back of his head. This is it.
Inverted DDT style
1,
move. Christian,
2. No! Samoa Joe got the shoulder up just in time. Wow, that was pure instinct.
Christian and Joe both down in the six-sided ring. Referee Charles counting, but Christian's back up. Christian first to his feet.
You can see Samoa Joe down there. He's just fighting to get air into his lungs. Christian now up. I think he senses that this is his chance to finish Joe off.
Christian waiting, almost as if he's measuring Samoa Joe at this point. From behind, unprettier attempt on the way again.
Oh, he's got him too. Joe just, wait a minute. Joe somehow able to fight out of it, and now he's got him wrapped around the neck.
There it is. There's the choke. And as he rolls through, Christian's got his feet on the ropes.
Oh, he did. What a move. What awareness.
Referee Charles rolls Christian Cage's feet off the ropes, and Joe's got the Kakita clutch. He's got that rear naked choke sunk in.
Oh, he is. Look at him. He's just spitting blood and holding on for dear life. And you can just see the life going out of the arms right there of Christian Cage. You can kind of see the eyes glazing over. Look at that, Mike. Oh, he's barely able to grab the rope.
Just barely. So close that time for the Samoan submission machine to gain the win, but Christian reaches out and gets the rope breaking. Rudy Charles is using the hair of Samoa Joe to pull him off the hole.
Well, he wouldn't let go. He didn't care that he was on the ropes. He just wanted to just suck the life out of him, and he goes right back at it again. I mean, look at Joe. He's just being relentless, and he's just choking up. The referee, Rudy Charles, realizes it. He's trying to stop him. Again, pulling on the hair as he's holding the rope.
That's the key. Christian's got his hand on the ropes now that we go back with that.
Oh, man, he couldn't take it anymore now. Joe he realized that he was hurting Christian Cage, and he couldn't believe the referee had the gall to pull his hair and try to pull him off of him.
Samoan drop on referee Rudy Charles by Samoa Joe. Here comes the muscle buster on Christian Cage.
Well, he's got it in now, and you know that Christian Cage doesn't have the oxygen to fight it off, and he's got him now, but you know what? The referee is out.
Here comes security quickly to the ring, and there goes security. Well, one member, here comes another security member, and Joe meets him with the boot.
Well, one thing they're doing is they're coming in one at a time, and that's just, as they now disqualifying the match.
Yeah, you see the referee outside, Andrew Thomas. A second referee has come down, and you're right, good point. What's happened here is Samoa Joe has gone crazy. They've thrown this thing out, they've disqualified Samoa Joe.
Well, I mean, he just took them one at a time and finished them off. Joe doesn't care. He doesn't care he's disqualified now. He figures if that's the case, that he's going to go break Christian Cage, and you see the new X Division champion out there, Sanjay Dutt, Petey Williams trying to calm him down.
Yeah, they're trying to talk some sense here into Samoa Joe.
He snapped though, Mike. He's looking at him like, what are you guys doing? And look at this. He sends Petey out, Sanjay down, and even the champion, he sends him over the top.
There goes Jay Lethal out to the floor. You're right. Joe has completely snapped. One of those situations, Don, where everything that Samoa Joe has put up with for the past few weeks here with Christian Cage, he just finally reached that boiling point, and now he takes the shirt off and grabs it, wraps it around Christian's neck, and then he's going to hang it.
Oh, look at it. Oh, my gosh, he's got it cinched in, and he's using his foot on the ropes for support. Oh, man, he's taking it now.
Look at this. Jim Cornette and that big 7-footer, Matt Morgan, the management enforcer for Jim Cornette, and Matt Morgan just pulled Samoa Joe off.
Well, he had to do something, or I mean, he'd have killed Christian Cage. He's just, and you can see Matt Morgan trying to talk sense into him. They really are. They're trying to talk sense into Samoa Joe, Mike.
Jim Cornette representing TNA management. His big enforcer, 7-foot-tall Matt Morgan, is the man who physically pulled Samoa Joe off. You can see Cornette trying to talk sense to him as well.
Well, if they can just get through to Samoa Joe, we don't want to see him do something that he's going to regret the rest of his life, Mike. And that's what Cornette's trying to do. He's trying to keep Joe from doing something that he cannot get back, and he almost did it with Christian Cage earlier, didn't he?
You've gone too far. You hear him? You've gone too far. But Samoa Joe.
Oh, look at Joe, though. He's defiant in the end.
He is defiant. The one-gun salute for Matt Morgan. But Matt Morgan came out here with Cornette to the back and JB.
Wow, what a night it's been already here at No Surrender. Kurt Angle, this has not been going your way tonight. Already. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey.
It's not been my night. Why? Because Sting slapped my wife? Because that piece of shit, Jay Lethal? He didn't even beat me. I looked past him, and plus it was a 2 count. And I'll be damned, a bitch is gonna have to kill me to take this title away from me.
Okay, listen, you need to calm down, man. Focus, calm down.
All right, you got abyss.
I know I got abyss. I'm going to go out there, and I'll tell you what, he's going to have to kill me if he wants his title from me. You're not in my shoes. You don't know what it feels like, so back off, Kevin.
You got enough problems tonight. You don't need to add me to the list. Oh, yeah, I guess it's my first night in the business, right? You're going to lose everything. You're going to lose everything you got if you don't get focused.
You know what? I don't need your help. I don't need anyone's help. Go to hell.
Yeah, you're on a hell of a roll, buddy. Do it your way.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to Mike Tenay standing by in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the past 5+ years here in TNA, well, let's just say it has been one hell of a roller coaster ride. From the weekly pay-per-views at the Asylum in Nashville, Tennessee, to our first national TV contract on Fox Sports Network, to our current deal in prime time on Spike TV, and now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for TNA to take the next step.
It began as a dream.
Tonight, a very special evening. It's an evening that revolves around history, and history on so many fronts.
The dream became reality.
Instead of Hulk Hogan coming to TNA, I took TNA to Hulk Hogan.
The reality, a phenomenon.
Listen to this crowd. They know they're watching something spectacular.
Innovation.
Where we open with TNA's innovative, high-risk spectacle, Ultimate X with a special added twist.
Elevation.
This is crazy.
At the top of the truck.
No way. No way.
Total non-stop adrenaline.
What? You've got to be kidding me.
Now, prepare yourself for twice the action.
It's real. It's damn real.
2 times the electricity.
Oh my gosh, he crashes right into the table.
Double the TNA.
That was freaking insane.
On October 4th, TNA Wrestling goes 2 hours in prime time.
Oh my God.
2 hours of pure adrenaline, starting Thursday night, October 4th, only on Spike TV.
And you can hear the crowd standing on their feet, chanting TNA, because they realize TNA has just gone 2 hours a night in prime time. They said it couldn't happen. People didn't believe in it. And Mike, we come all this way.
October 4th and 8th, TNA Impact goes to 2 hours. Yeah, this is what changes the future of TNA.
Congratulations, Team Pac-Man.
Thank you.
You guys have shocked the world by becoming the new TNA Tag Team Champions.
You know what? We didn't just shock the world. We shocked the damn universe. We told them exactly what we was going to do, and we came here, and we did just that. Ron the Truth Killings, Adam Pac-Man Jones, TNA Tag Champions. Hard but it's fair, sad but it's true.
Hold up. This journey ain't over with. We got to go to my hometown, Atlanta, Georgia, for Bound to Glory.
You know what? If you can't run with the big dogs,
stay your ass on the porch.
Tonight at No Surrender, the 3rd title defense for the Olympic gold medalist. Kurt Angle's World's Heavyweight title matchup against Abyss is yet to come, but let's relive, Don West, the previous 2 matches involving Angle tonight.
Well, it started off, of course, with the Tag Team Championships, as you see, Kurt Angle and Sting, and many people called it the Dream Team. And it was all Kurt Angle and Sting early on. But one thing we noticed, Pac-Man wouldn't get in the ring. And then, of course, the confrontation between Sting and Kurt Angle. And did he slap her or did he not? That was the question. But Kurt Angle believed that he did. And look what he did to Sting that allowed Pac-Man to get the pin. And Team Pac-Man now the new tag team champs.
Angle hits the Olympic slam on his own Dream Team partner Sting. Adam Pac-Man Jones the cover, and here's the celebration. It is Team Pac-Man, Ron the Truth Killings, Adam Pac-Man Jones, the new TNA World Tag Team Champions. But then it was the X Division title on the line. Black Machismo, Jay Lethal in the role of the challenger.
You know, the big question was he going to look past Jay Lethal? Well, you know, as the match went on and on, you just got this new respect as Jay Lethal refused to be pinned. Every time Kurt Angle had him, it was so close. And then the frustration was setting in, and then before you knew it, and it looked like he was going to be caught in the ankle lock, but he was able to counter it, and he shocked the world with the biggest upset in TNA history.
Indeed, Black Machismo, Jay Lethal, the X Division champion. There's the dejected Kurt Angle. It's coming up next. It's our main event. It's the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. It's the Monster Abyss set to challenge Kurt Angle. The world title is on the line. This is it. World Heavyweight Championship matchup. Kurt Angle, the Monster Abyss. This one's for the gold. Let's go to the tail of the tape. And when you look at this tail of the tape, take one glance at the numbers. The obvious edge for the challenger. Size, weight, strength advantage that goes along with it for Abyss. The champion has the experience. Angle, so many high-profile, high-pressure matches. Yes, Angle, he has that ability to succeed under pressure. He'll need it after 2 title losses. The recent return of his former manipulator, James Mitchell, Abyss must not fall prey to outside distractions if he is to become world champ. In-ring, breakdown simple. Abyss looks to exploit the edge with power. Angle's gonna try and out-wrestle the monster.
Well, here's the opportunity for the Monster Abyss to regain the World Championship, and he's got to have a big advantage. Not only has Kurt Angle been in 2 previous matches, he's also lost the 2 previous matches. What is that going to do to his psyche? How is that going to affect him? The Monster Abyss has got to use his weight. He's got to use that size to lean on Kurt Angle every chance that he has, and finally realize that dream for the 2nd time.
Have to admit that you liked the move by Jim Cornette, didn't you?
Yes.
TNA management rep Jim Cornette earlier, sending Karen Angle back to the hotel so that she doesn't get involved. For the 3rd time tonight, Kurt Angle makes his entrance for his 3rd title matchup. We broke it down in the bullet points talking about the matchup between Abyss and Angle. Yes, Abyss is going to use that size edge, try and exploit it. You know that Abyss is going to use the shock treatment. You know he's going to try and use the black hole slam. Opposite side of the ring, Kurt Angle going to use techniques to try and out-wrestle the monster. He's going to try and use suplex. He's going to try and use his ankle lock submission to do everything within his power to maintain control of the TNA World Heavyweight Championship belt. It's the only championship belt that Kurt Angle still has left in his possession after losing the X Division title and the tag team title earlier tonight. To mid-ring, JB for the introductions of our main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the TNA Heavyweight Championship of the World. When the bell rings, the man in charge, Mr. Earl Hebner. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida, it's time for your main event. Introducing, first of all, standing in the corner to my left. He weighs in at 353 pounds and is a former heavyweight champion of the world. He is the challenger. This is the Monster Abyss. now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing, standing in the corner to my right, making his third title defense tonight. He hails from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 233 pounds. He is the current reigning and defending TNA heavyweight champion of the world and professional wrestling's only Olympic gold medalist. This is Kurt Angle.
When I look at the face, when I look into the eyes of Kurt Angle, Don West, I see a desperate man.
Gentlemen, the rules of this match is for the TNA Heavyweight Championship of the world. The rules are as follows. No fist throwing, no hair pulling. You get a 5 count on the inside of the ring to break. You get a 10 count on the outside to get back in. And there will be no outside interference, including Mrs. Angle. I can guarantee you that. So, good luck to both, and have a nice, good match.
Referee Earl Hebner laying down the law to both champion and challenger, and I like that little addendum on the end. There will be no interference by Mrs. Angle. Karen Angle not going to have anything to do with it. Jim Cornette, TNA management earlier, sending her out of the building. Sting at the same time as well. Now, let's just settle this between Kurt Angle and the Monster Abyss.
Mike, you mentioned it just a minute ago, and that's the word desperation, because that's exactly what Kurt Angle's going through. And you wonder how it's going to change his game plan. Not only has he been through the 2 matches, he's lost both those matches. I mean, think about all the gold that he brought in. It's now up to him to try to win this match just to keep this belt. And you got to wonder what kind of a strategy. If he tries to get into a brawl with 350 pounds, that's going to cost him. He's going to have to do whatever he can to wear the Monster Abyss down.
I don't think there's a prouder man in TNA than the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. He deserves to be. The list of accomplishments just incredible through the years as Abyss uses his size right there to take Angle down, and the look of respect from Angle as he makes eye contact with Abyss that time. I mean, even to the point, Don, of Kurt Angle having his own Angle Awards, the championships that he's held, and now he realizes that the world's heavyweight title is the last of the belts. He's lost the X Division gold, lost the tag team titles. You're right. Kurt Angle is a desperate man, and Abyss puts the shoulder into Angle, who rolls out to the floor.
I think something else we need to mention is we talked about it in the last match, how important it was for him to try to pin or make Jay Lethal submit early on. Well, it didn't happen. Well, he has that same situation here. The longer this match goes, it's going to favor the Monster Abyss. I don't care. You can't ask a man to be out in the ring as long as Kurt Angle has, and then go out there and hold on for a lengthy time. Abyss, if he can hold on and wear him out, it's just going to get more and more and hit the odds in his favor, Mike.
At the outset of this match, yes, the Monster Abyss, certainly the fresher of the 2 men. There's that wrestling technique that we talked about. The nice shoot in, the takedown, and then the front face lock applied by Kurt Angle.
Abyss, though, gets right to his feet. I mean, it really is. He's such a load. And you can just see how Abyss just picks him up like nothing and sets him down.
You know, at the same time as we're talking about how fresh Abyss is, I mean, just look at Kurt Angle, though. You know, Don, the cardiovascular, tapping Angle on the top of the head.
Abyss playing mind games.
Yeah.
Sometimes, though, you don't want to wake up a sleeping dog.
But look at the great shape that Angle is in.
Yes, he is incredible.
As he gets up on his tippy toes so that he can see eye to eye and face to face with Abyss. Big right hand that time. Rocked him, but he actually just turned his head, didn't it?
Oh, Abyss is almost like just bring it on. Let's see what you got left. See what you got left in the tank. I know I got a full tank. That's what he's thinking. And you can just see it. Look at it. Look at Kurt Angle. One shot after another, and Abyss just keeps coming forward.
Yeah, the 3 right hands have little or no effect on Abyss, who grabs Angle by the straps, and he's running in place.
Just trying to fight it. You can just see it in the desperation. We talked about it. It's almost like you can see fear. He realizes that it's going to take everything he's got. And look at the strength of Abyss and how high up in the air did he get him. And man, what a bad landing by Kurt Angle.
I think that's where that desperation and fear come in. It's the pride of Angle as wow. Abyss puts that 350 plus pounds behind a clothesline. that sends the champ out to the floor, and the challenger now has made big inroads here early in the opening minutes.
I mean, think about it. I mean, on equal footing, this is an equal matchup. I mean, if it wasn't that Kurt Angle had wrestled earlier, the monster of Vince, Kurt Angle, we've seen them in the ring together. It's irresistible force to get the movable object. They're so equal in ability to ask Kurt Angle to hold on through this, and now Abyss he can sense it early on. He's going for it early on. What a shot to the steps.
Face first goes Angle into the steel steps, and now Abyss going to try and wind him up and whip him, and does. Chest first into the guardrail. Oh, look at Angle that time.
Remember the game
favoring, holding his shoulder as he rolls back into the ring, and here comes the challenger close behind in pursuit.
Well, this game plan that he's got is not working, I can tell you that. You can see him, he's retreating. He doesn't have the confidence. He hasn't gotten himself in a position to dictate the match. I mean, it's all Abyss. And look at Abyss. He's just going pure force, pure power. And referee O'Hara needs to stay a little bit out of the way right now.
Rapid fire shots, one after the other. Abyss with that big right hand in the corner. Now going to take Angle up to his shoulder. Motions to the center of the ring. He's going to go for that big running press slam, but instead, Angle drops down, slides down behind him, and then just clipped him that time. Took out his knee, took out his leg.
Right to the back of the knee. I mean, he did right to the back of the leg, and that's what he had to do. You got to bring the tree down, and you can see Abyss holding the knee. Oh, man, he may have caught it. Oh, and now he goes right at it with his boot. I mean, directly on the left knee right there of Abyss, and then a kick to the head for good measure.
Pretty obvious what this working on the knee is all about, isn't it?
Oh, he has to do something like this.
Well, it's step one to set up that ankle lock submission hold for sure. Going to stake out the leg. Looks like it could be the cannonball on the way. Here comes Angle.
Oh,
drops down, cannonballs down right across the knee.
Well, we wondered what kind of a game plan that Kurt Angle would use. Well, he saw a moment, he saw an opportunity, he clipped the knee, and now look at him. He's relentless. He doesn't hesitate for a minute. He just keeps going at it. Rapid fire, one shot after another, and Abyss right now can't even hardly get to his feet.
Angle is totally focused at this point on a game plan that's really coming to fruition right before our very eyes. Directly attacking the leg, the knee of Abyss to weaken it for the ankle lock submission. Abyss fights back out of the corner. He hits him with a couple of shots, but then Angle knows that Abyss's knee has already been weakened, and he takes advantage of that situation immediately and then clips him again from behind. Oh.
Well, you got to give him credit for the game plan, because the way he was going, just trying to take him one-on-one, it wasn't working. Man, he is just one shot after the other. And Abyss, I don't think I've ever seen him in this position before, where somebody went after a particular part of the body was relentless like this. And look at Kurt Angle. I mean, it's non-stop.
Drops down with all of his weight across the leg and knee, and then scissors the leg, and at the same time, look at him crank back on the ankle and the foot of Abyss as the crowd here at No Surrender in Orlando, Florida, the Impact Zone, going to try and get behind the challenger. The staccato hand clapping to try and get Abyss to get back up to his feet, but that's a tough chore after the beating that Angle has really given to the leg, and he stakes it out again and drops down with the knee and then stomps.
Not only is he stomping on it and hitting it directly, then he, of course, twists it every chance he gets. I mean, you're talking about ACL damage, MCL damage, and then you're talking about maybe even breaking your leg at the way he keeps going at it. You can see Abyss. He's not steady, but he does get to his feet. He's going to have to put that pain behind him, Mike. Again, he hits him from behind the same leg.
Clothesline misses from Abyss. Angle takes advantage, again from behind, knocking him down. What a night it has been at No Surrender. Angle, Sting, the Dream Team, losing the TNA World Tag Team titles to Team Pac-Man. Angle losing the X Division Championship to Black Machismo Jay Lethal. And now the third title defense for the Olympic gold medalist, and he is right back on that leg and knee again. Look at this. It's almost sick. It's almost grotesque at this point to watch the leg, and you know that Abyss is trying to fight through that pain.
He's taking that leg in directions it was never meant to go. I mean, it really is. It almost looks like one of those dolls. I mean, those like G.I. Joes you play with as a kid where you move the things around and he just puts them over. I mean, he is just, I wonder what kind of damage has already been done. I mean, it's almost like that leg is just out of its socket. I mean, I know that sounds weird, Mike, but did it look like that?
Boy, it looked like it to me as Abyss tries to use his one good leg to fight back. Repeated shots to the neck, to the head of the champ Angle, who Gets back up to his feet, and look at him just stalking. It's exactly what he's done. He's stalked him repeatedly in this match, caught him from behind, clipped him, and just totally destroyed that leg and knee.
Abyss doesn't know what to do right now. You can just see it. He's got a searing pain down the leg. He realizes that when he tries to get on it, he can barely put the weight. And look at Kurt Angle. Just takes it out. I mean, literally takes him off of his feet. Oh, my gosh.
And if you think about it, we haven't even seen Angle really go to the patented ankle lock yet. This is all a setup. This is all a prelude.
Oh, they're hot.
Let's face it, what's going to be the eventuality is, again, look at that.
The leg's not even going in the direction. I mean, that thing's getting turned around completely. Oh, my God. He's just taking that leg and moving it anywhere he goes, and you mentioned it. He puts an ankle lock in on something like that. I mean, that's just unreal because he has just found a weakness, something we've not seen in Abyss, and he's exploited it. And look at that, turning the leg every which way he wants.
Angle just twisting the leg, the knee, the ankle at will, just toying with Abyss. Abyss uses the one good leg, the free leg, to kick him off, but let's see if Abyss can get back up to his feet. Yeah, well, there it is again. How many times have we seen it?
I mean, he's been nonstop. I mean, it's just desperation. He knows. It's like trying to chop a tree down, and you're so close. Oh, man, Abyss somehow good fights through the pain and just sends him with a clothesline right there. Turns him inside out.
Yeah, but did you notice, as soon as he hit the clothesline, where did Abyss go?
Oh, right to the ropes.
Exactly, so that he maintained his base, so that he was able to stand on his feet, and you're right, try and get just a moment's relief, I think, at this point, from the pain that has to be shooting through the knee and leg.
Well, he's got to try to test it and see if he can even go. I mean, it might be a situation where it just goes out on him on any second. You can see him, though. He's wobbly, but he's stout. He's starting to get his feet, and he goes right after Kurt Angle and just creams him in the corner.
Well, he had force behind it, but it sure wasn't 100% force. Maybe we were just 60-70% behind the move in the corner, and you can see right there, he was too slow going in that time on Angle. Angle going to try and suplex 350 out of the corner while Abyss holds on.
Well, this, Kurt Angle was doing well with the one game plan, and look at this. Now you see Abyss, though. He thought he had him in the bear hug, but he can't get a base with his legs. You mentioned it, but now he's got it. Oh, spine buster.
Spine buster, but I think the leg or knee might have gone out on him. 2 count, and Angle just punched from underneath to the head of Abyss as he broke the pin attempt.
It's just not the force, my God. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut in, but it's just not the force that you would normally expect from Abyss. I mean, you think of 353 pounds hitting the spine buster, you can feel the vibration in the building. He just doesn't have it to where he can get the full extent of his power behind it.
Angle back working the knee, and that time Angle came running after the knee and went through shoulder first into the steel. Going to take him up to his shoulders. Could be shock treatment on the way.
Well, this is his chance right now. He's
That's
got
it. He hit it.
Oh, man, and he flops him like a rag doll.
Shock treatment. 1, pin, 2,
oh! That quickly things can turn. Kurt Angle went for the kill shot. He went through, hits his shoulder in the ring post, and then look at the shock treatment. And when you see it, you watch that body jar like that, you realize what damage that can do. But again, keep an eye on Abyss and how well he can stand.
Angle walks right in to a potential choke slam. Had him throttled. Instead, the roll through. Angle on top. Angle 2 count on Abyss.
Wow, Abyss, just desperation there. But look at Kurt Angle, right to his feet, right at him. He does not want to leave here with no title. How embarrassing would that be to his legacy? To come in here to defend all 3 and not have a single one when you leave?
In the corner, Abyss able to get a couple of shots in on Angle. Now send him across diagonally into the turnbuckles, but again, he's a step slow, a half a step slow, and there's that suplex, there's the German. He released it that time, but damn, that's impressive, taking 350 overhead.
I mean, you mentioned it. It looks like Abyss is getting a little steadier, but he just can't get the force, and I mean, the fact that he can take that kind of weight. After everything he's been through tonight, Kurt Angle, and look at him, he now feels it. He now feels it. He's looking to get that ankle lock in whenever he can.
Olympic slam. Wow. Yes! Hook him up, powered him down. Here's the pin.
1,
Here's
2.
No!
Just pure upper body strength right there. Pure upper body strength.
That puts Abyss in a pretty elite group. People that kick out of the Olympic slam from Kurt Angle after the wear down, and it looks like the ankle lock is about to come into play.
It is, and he's got it, and it's that leg, and he's pulling on it, and oh my God, you gotta wonder, what on earth And how much can Abyss handle from that? And he just desperation kicks him right out.
Again, uses that one good leg to block it, to kick him off. There's the choke slam from Abyss. And he immediately goes for the cover.
1, 2, split second.
Man, that one was close. Almost had a new champ there off the choke slam and the immediate pin. Well, that time Abyss was really thinking. Choke slam up, powered him down, and got on him with that cover.
Now, even though Kurt Angle has done so much damage to that leg, to that knee, the longer this goes, it still helps Abyss, I believe, because Kurt Angle's having to lug 353 pounds around every chance. You got to wonder what he's got left in the tank. He's been an amazing athlete thus far, but you got to wonder. But look at Abyss. Like he was getting some confidence, but Kurt Angle able to get out of it.
Angle lands on his feet and then explodes off the ropes. With what else can you expect?
Shoulder right into it.
Yes. Another move that flattens Abyss and at the same time continues to weaken that leg.
I mean, he hit that leg just right into that knee, just straight on. I mean, his accuracy has been uncanny.
Angle to the top. That's a long way out for a moonsault. Oh, but he hit it to perfection.
1, 2, no! I thought it was over, Mike. I thought it was over. But Abyss somehow, someway, able to use again that upper body strength to just push him off.
Angle pulling out all the stops, all the tricks to get a 2 count.
Again, though, right at the knee. He grabs the, look at him now. He's got that left ankle cinched in between the legs, and he's wrenching on the knee with the one thing, and he's putting it in direction it's not meant to go. What is Kurt trying to do here? Like he's trying to break his leg? Look at this.
Look at that. He's pulling the pants leg of Abyss up. I think he wants to work on the boot. I think he wants to take the boot off because I think Angle must feel like that boot is giving Abyss a little bit extra support.
That's exactly what he's doing. Look at him. He's pulling it. He's unstrapping it. Oh, my God. He's really going to go to bring him. But he...
This really is getting tough to watch. Again, Angle takes the knee, takes the leg, and that time Abyss almost had his shoulders counted down by Hebner.
Now think about this, though. If Kurt Angle can get that boot off, then that ankle's going to be exposed, and he can get a hold of it and do anything he wants to with it.
Yeah, exactly the case. And who would know better than the veteran Angle? And again, look at this, taking the boot right off of Abyss, exposing it. The already previously injured knee, the ankle, the leg of Abyss.
No protection.
It's now fair game, completely unprotected, and Angle is relentless.
Oh, what a move on Kurt Angle's part. He's got it unprotected, and he's come from the knee to the ankle. And look at him just stomping on the ankle. Oh, my God, you got to wonder if there's anything left in that leg of Abyss. He just taking the beating now. He's worked the knee, now he's worked the ankle. Look at him, he's going after it again.
Almost surprising to see him use those several shots to the top of the head of Abyss, but I think it's a good move. Knee pad down. The knee, the raw bone of Kurt Angle is exposed here as he comes off the middle rope.
Oh, look at this, somehow! Abyss able to see it coming, and he gets to his feet. Barely won, but look at that right after the knee again. Wow.
The repeated kicks, Angle off the ropes, ducks the clothesline. Here it is!
Michael Slam, he hit it!
Here it
this is a chance!
Here's 2!
Oh my God! Kurt Angle got the shoulder up just in time!
Angle almost had his 3rd title loss in one night. Black hole slam by Abyss, and we talked about it earlier. How many people kick out of the Olympic slam? How many people kick out of the black hole slam?
Especially at that point in time in a match when you're wore out and tired. You know what? You mentioned the desperation from Kurt Angle earlier. It was that desperation that allowed him to get that shoulder up so that he didn't lose his 3rd title of the night. But now you look at the tide turning. Yeah, Abyss can hardly walk. He's had the ankle damage. He's had the knee damage. But now what does Kurt Angle have left?
Abyss going to try and use the power game. I don't know if his base is going to hold for him here.
No, look at that.
Yeah, roll through by Angle and right back to the ankle lock once again.
Oh, no, and he's got that exposed ankle, and he's got it cinched in. And you can see Abyss trying to get to the ropes. He's close to the ropes, and Kurt Angle is pulling tight of him. You can see it on Kurt's face. He's pulling with everything he's got, twisting with everything that he's got.
Boy, those facial expressions on Angle tell the whole story, don't they? As he cranks the ankle lock submission. Abyss reaching and grabbing it as he gets just inches away from that rope. Angle drags him back to the middle and maintains the grip on the ankle lock. What we are witnessing here is one incredibly courageous effort from the challenger, the Monster Abyss God. But at the same time, it's very difficult to watch, isn't it? Just from a pain standpoint.
If he doesn't tap out, he's going to break his leg. I mean, he's got a threshold of pain that's unreal. But if he doesn't tap out, it's going to break his leg. And look at Abyss. He's just turning around, trying to find some sort of a way to get some motion. And look at him cinching on that ankle like he's going to twist it off.
In anticipation of the tap out, referee Hebner comes eye to eye with the Monster Abyss. The close-up look at the face of Kurt Angle as he cinches in that ankle lock submission hold. Look at the positioning by Hebner. It's perfect. He wants to see if Abyss is going to tap out right here.
I mean, how courageous is it? Any normal man would have tapped out 5 minutes ago. But this guy will hold on for everything. Oh my God, he didn't even tap, did he?
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, it's still TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World, Kurt Angle.
I think Abyss smart enough to submit at this point, but I think he may have, and we were talking about how courageous this was, I think he may have taken too long. You talked about the possibility of broken bones earlier. I'm not sure here. I hate to say this, but just watching what we've seen, I wouldn't be surprised if the ankle of Abyss has been broken by Kurt Angle tonight.
There's torn muscles in the knee. There's got to be broken bones. I mean, the fact that Abyss finally couldn't take the pain any longer, but Kurt Angle got it cinched in, and he had him in the middle, and he wasn't letting go, and Kurt Angle able to salvage the World Championship tonight, Mike.
Damn, what an effort by Abyss. Boy, I think Abyss's stock just rose in my eyes, that's for sure. No question about it. To take Kurt Angle in a match like this, where Angle is just so dominant, and yes, Angle victorious, but Abyss proved an awful lot to me tonight in No Surrender.
Oh, he was. I mean, he just fought through so much pain. Kurt Angle had an attack. He went for it. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Kurt Angle, victorious, retains the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
Congratulations, Abyss.
What?
Even though you came up a little bit short, you
James
showed
Mitchell.
the world what a world-class competitor you are. After all, you learned everything from me. And speaking of me, I promised you that I was going to take you straight down to hell with me. And your chariot has arrived. After all, I am a man of my word.
What's he talking about? Chariot's a ride.
The former manipulator.
Look at that.
What the hell?
Something is sawing through the... Oh, my God.
The former manipulator of Abyss, James Mitchell, says that the monster's going to be taken directly to hell.
And look at this. The hand came out of the bottom of the ring, and it's pulling him down. You saw the knife cutting it. Oh, my God. It's pulling Abyss inside. Mitchell's monster's got a hold of him.
Oh, my God. Abyss, look at this. He's like taken right into the abyss. Did you see that? What the hell just happened in No Surrender?
This has been a presentation of TNA Entertainment.